Hello and good morning.
Hello.
I'm traumatized forever.
Hello, internets. My name is Jason. The channel is It's Probably Okay, but this is not my bus. It is Blythe's bus. Whoops, this way. Hello. How are you?
I forgot which side I'm on. No, I actually rearranged my Zoom this time to match the Twitch screen, so now I know where everybody is and what everybody's doing.
Yeah, you're in the middle, on the top as the queen.
As the Empress should be.
Yes.
Power. Yes, hello, I am Blythe Kala. This is Star Wars Silence on the Force on It's Probably Okay. I don't know what episode number we're on, but if you haven't watched our previous episodes, you could go back. Everybody knows except me. Wow.
I was unclear.
I had to type it in.
I
label it in my notes.
Yep. Thank you.
Nerds.
Yep.
Notes.
Thank you for being such good, dedicated players. But yeah, if you haven't seen the previous episodes, you can always go to YouTube on It Probably Okay Games and watch them. But I recommend you do that after this so you can be delightfully confused and then pleasantly surprised when you learn what's actually going on. But yeah, let's get to know our wonderful players all around me. We'll start. What?
Also, just before we go, in a special note for our intrepid moderator, Dorklord Canada, we are enforcing a no spoilers Mandalorian rule here. So if folks come in who we don't know, maybe we'll just give them a reminder. We're not going to spoil anything, and we really don't want people in the chat spoiling anything. It was 24 hours ago. Like, we're gonna
keep yourself sedated.
Give people a chance to watch and enjoy one of the best episodes of TV of all time. So, you know, whatever.
I'm having a real hard time because all I do is have feelings about Mandalorian, and then I just have to sit in them.
Yeah.
And people want to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm binging Mandalorian next week. All right.
That's
Yeah,
a
you
good
are.
idea.
Oh, dude. We should watch it on. Let's get on Zoom and watch it together.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I would be so down for that.
If
Now
I
that
had
I'm
free
off
time
work for 2 whole motherfucking weeks.
Yeah, I'm on winter break.
What is that like? I'm
I'm
working
off for a month.
every day.
Yeah, I have a lot of work, but I will definitely, if I can tune in for some of them, I gladly will, because I really, really want to see. I want to see a reaction to this one, but also the episode prior to this one, The Believer. I genuinely thought was just like some really great storytelling, like not just Star Wars storytelling, like in general. Like it's just really good, and I'd be curious to hear your thoughts as a writer on that episode.
Oh.
And I like the director, Rick Famuyiwa.
Oh yeah, that guy's good.
I'm learning. Famuyiwa. There it is. But yeah. Let's get to knowing our players. Nobody's Spandalorian. Nobody spoiled the Mandalorian.
Oh, actually, that's a Spiritolorian is a great name for Kieran. Since apparently Kieran's the only Mandalorian in the group.
The Spare DeLorean.
How dare.
That would be Kieran, yes.
How dare.
A Mandalorian is when you geek drag name, you can't take it from me. Stolen. Thank you, chat. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, I want that.
Oh god. All right. Now let's actually get to know everybody. Now, I was on a roll, and then now my words are gone. Pooja, let's start with you.
Hello, I am Pooja, and I am playing Kira, the obviously only Mandalorian in existence ever. and twin sister to someone else in the party who has a fun and exciting key. I mean, it's a totally normal key, and it definitely doesn't talk to her. Don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. I don't know why you brought it up.
Neither do I. I mean, it's really that unimportant. It's just, you know.
It's just so normal. Jay, you're next.
Hi y'all, Jay here, playing everyone's favorite Twi'lek trash Penta, and working real hard to live up to that name. And yeah, totally not falling into the dark side. Nope. Nope.
Oh, well, I'm here, bud.
This trip to a Sith temple turned out exactly right for everybody so far. This has been
very uneventful on our side.
Totally
Hey,
uneventful.
listen.
Totally
I'm
uneventful.
just saying.
Nothing happened. We went into our room. We got a thing. We left the room. That's all that happened.
Mhm.
Forgot. Yes. All right, Joey.
Hey guys, I am Joey. I am playing Jedi Shio Mark, master to Kira's twin, who is a Jedi and the spare DeLorean. It's sticking now. I love it. Shake your head at me all you want. I love it. He, a couple episodes ago, had to do a Force duel with all of the Jedi and all of the Sith, and won, which was super, super fun. And now he's kind of concerned
You're
that
welcome.
it was the best. But he's a little concerned because his buddy Trash seems to be acting a little weird. He can't quite put his finger on it, but hopefully everything's okay and he's just, in a mood. Also, he found a new Force adept, hopefully turning Jedi that we're sending off to the temple in the form of our cinnamon roll bounty hunters from a couple episodes ago.
Return of the cinnamon roll.
All right, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Dean, and the last thing that happened is I got to double flip off Darth Vader. That's all. That's what I care about. Fuck you, Anakin.
I think you also flipped off Darth Maul.
Probably.
I think you
That
flipped
sounds
off
right.
several Sith Lords.
Yeah, she flipped off a lot of people in attempting to help her friends. She spent that episode running around just trying to, herd cats.
In this last episode, you went back to the ship to make some repairs and get ready for people to leave, and then
Sounds right.
helped repair the bounty hunter ship because it was broken. Because they're very poor and very childly.
Yes, the SS Cinnabon.
They're such children. All right, Jason, whose channels this is?
Hello. Yes, I'm playing Kieran Wren, the main Mandalorian in the show, who's also a Jedi. No, culturally Mandalorian. It was shipped away to Jedi boarding school, and it is a little different. Our setting that Blythe has created is more like young Jedi have more contact with their families, and so get to go home for holidays and all that. But is a very nerdy, like an academic Jedi, is sort of still learning about lightsaber battle and all that kind of stuff, but is extremely interested in research and discovery and exploration and all that, more so than the martial arts of being a Jedi, and has some Mandalorian skills as well. Recently learned how to use his jetpack properly, and that's exciting. So we've got Jedi on a jetpack, and that's something. There's got to be something there. And is the Padawan to Shio Mark, and is I think that's everything from me.
That's a full biography.
Yep. Yeah, that's a lot of detail.
Have dogs a Borkin. I hope they come say hi. I promised people yesterday on No Man's Sky stream that we would have doggos, and they have not appeared yet.
Yeah,
So-
you're a liar, is what that means.
I know. I'm sorry.
That'd be considered a half truth.
Half truth and hyperbole.
From a certain point
I
of view.
can't talk. Hyperbole. Why is this word so hard this morning?
You mean hyperbole?
Yep, hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Everything is
My favorite sport.
I was gonna say, is that what we eat cereal on the ship out of the hyperbole?
Yeah, I can't wait for the 2021 hyperbole.
It was directed at all. So I want you all to know in chat that in Zoom chat, I sent a tweet saying that Return of the Jedi Luke is the hottest Luke. So we're talking about that because he's the hottest Luke. And I
They're
don't.
all hot.
They are. I'm not
Agreed.
saying they're not all hot.
They're all hot, but Return of the Jedi Luke is the hottest.
I
of
mean,
them
listen, don't get me started because I can talk about the black suit for 9 million years. I have a full thesis about that beautiful suit and all the meaning behind it when he opens the lapel and there's I can't.
Yep. I got
It's a
one of a costumer I was really, really into did like a Star Wars themed lookbook, and she made a dress based on the Return of the Jedi Luke suit.
Oh, that or just in my mind that sounds amazing.
I
would
definitely
like
went
that.
to the episode 7 premiere as Return of the Jedi Luke with the full suit because that's who I am.
Yes.
Someone told me I should cosplay Luke, and I was like, well, now I have to figure out how to get that suit. I already have a wig that works.
That's the
but I
only
need a
suit. Like, you could always do the great poncho look that they never actually included with the stupid bucket hat, but why?
Suit.
Why would you do any other suit?
It's the
Come
suit.
on. It's the suit.
The suit? But yeah, no. So I just want everyone to know that we're thirsting over Luke Skywalker.
24/7!
24/7.
You started me on this, all right? I just want you to remember.
no.
You were the one that instigated this. You know how I feel about my whiny space twink boy. I love him so much.
I'm in a
Force.
really great.
Force on the sides of my face.
On the side of my face.
I'm in a really great Star Wars Facebook group, and one girl, like, I guess was watching it for the first time with her daughter, and her daughter just went, this is like just literally out of nowhere goes, yes, why don't we just follow the space twink in the Chanel boots around? And I died.
Yes.
Not
Yes,
incorrect.
I will.
That is a person who's being raised correctly.
Yeah.
It was like that was her description of Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
I was like, I
It's
love
not inaccurate.
Accuracy.
Not at all.
it so much. I love Luke. All right.
Anyway.
I'm being a little bit looser with today's episode because I need a little bit of a mental break from the last 2 weeks, which is why I'm talking about random other Star Wars things. But who here wants to do the recap and gain a threat for experience?
I might. Let me see. How close am I to Oh, I'm one more away. Yeah, I will do the recap because I want that advancement real bad. Okay, so we go into the Sith Academy, where the first room seems really, really well preserved, which is really odd. We did find out that it seems like other people are there, and they're still there. We don't know who they are. They seem to be kind of smaller, with one bigger person. I first thought it might have been, some scavenger who employed Ugnaughts. We found some traps. We managed to avoid the traps. Kira kept getting these weird tingly feelings from the Sith key she found that led us into the temple. It's probably fine. We get to the next room, which is a circular room with a door ahead of us and 2 doors on the side. Weird group of people were on the right. Strange energy was coming from the left, according to Kira and Trash. There was a very, very civil and polite discussion about which course of action we wanted to take. No feelings were hurt at all.
Which ended
Definitely
in why
not
both?
Trash's and myself's.
Well,
Nope.
no one's feelings who count were hurt.
Oh, it's gonna be like that today. Okay.
I'm doing the
Mm.
recap.
Bet.
We all decide
alright.
that it would be better if we all go together because they seem very determined to go to the left. We push on to the left where we are separated from Kira and Trash, we being me and Kieran. We try to open the door, can't open it without using Dark Force energies. We decide, fuck that. They decide to keep pushing forward where they find a couple sconces and some instructional, I can't think of the word off the top of my head.
Freeze, a relief.
Relief, thank you. That was the word. Where you had to put stones, these crystals, into the sconces and meditate, which neither of them wanted to do, which I don't understand because meditating is awesome. But they do, and they open the door and they go and find the Sith holocron, but have to defeat a challenge because everything's a challenge. This giant beast decides to rear its ugly head. Kira, having previously tried to blow up a door and fail, decides she's going to just use the rest of her explosives and destroy the beast. that way, which she does and destroys the room that they're in, barely escaping with their lives and the holocron. But they do, and it's fine. They're definitely not tainted with dark side energy at all.
Nope.
Anyway, in the meantime, Shio and Kieran went the other way after deciding to let them, trust them. They'll be fine. We're going to go and see who's here. And we find the Cinnamon Roll crew, who were also looking for the holocron because they were hired by somebody. We still don't know who they were hired by yet. But we find out that one of them, Jal, I think is his name, the Bothan, is Force sensitive. And Shio and Kieran can sense that he's like on the brink. He could fall light side or dark side in this particular moment. And we decide to convince him to come with us. You can come learn from the Jedi. It's going to be okay. Your friends get employed by the Jedi. It's going to be great. We convince them to come with us. We meet up with the other two. There's a slightly tense interaction between Shio and Trash, but it's probably fine. I mean, Trash just probably needs a Snickers.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We go back to the ship and we fix up this SS Cinnamon Bun because Trash doesn't want them on our ship, and we need to kind of keep going to the next step of our adventure and don't want to bring them along with us because it's going to be dangerous. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Kira's still hearing the key, which is fun and fine and not an issue at all. And I believe that pretty much sums it up.
We made up another show called The Adventures of the Great Zetho Jones.
That's right. That's correct.
Yeah, that's going to be our spin-off, right? Of the,
Yep.
The Cinnamon Roll Bunch.
Yep.
Hey, Blythe, just so you know, I got to level up and I took psychometry.
Yes.
Yeah, let me touch all your things.
Phrasing, boom.
No, I said what I said.
Okay. Mazel tov.
No.
Was that good enough to get my advance? Or my thread for my advance?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'll make this one simple. I'm just taking a +1 in weird.
Perfect. So you are all on your way back to Breldune to bring this to get the bounty hunter, the cinnamon bounty hunter. Bunty hunters? No.
Bunty hunter. Yeah.
I don't know if it works. Cinnamon
Bunty hunter. That was my nickname in college.
The Cinnamon Bounty Bunters?
I don't know. I feel like if you just include a bun, it becomes sexual. Oops.
I mean, I wasn't thinking that, but
Now I am.
I mean, I went there 2 episodes ago, so
But
I
also you
have
said
no leg to stand on.
bunt, and that's a cake. So now I'm just thinking about cake,
Mm.
which could
Oh,
also be
cake.
sexual if you're.
Yeah.
There's a hole in this cake.
I did make an amazing white wine cake. It was a white wine cake, and then I put pears on top of it with cinnamon and brown sugar, and it's so good. And normally I'm not a big fan of white cake, but holy cow, you add the wine and it becomes amazing.
That sounds really good, and I don't have any right now. Okay.
Yes, when the times of the world normalize out, I can make the red wine chocolate with strawberries and the white wine pears. I love
If
it.
you do the cinnamon cake, will you have an unbreakable cinnamon?
No.
Eli, you are amazing.
Boy.
Yes,
I like you, Eli. You're spicy.
You're all on your way back to get the bounty hunters to Breldune and get yourselves to Breldune to probably hand over this holocron. Possibly. I mean, I don't know if that's what you want to do.
Do we?
Is that really the best course of action here?
Yes.
Is it? No.
I mean, we obviously need to deal with the Children of the Void, and having the holocron could really help us with that.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
but not
It
just
could probably
any
do more
holocron.
harm than good.
But I mean,
but you don't know.
we don't know. We don't even know what's on it. We could.
No,
Why don't
and
we
that's the
just?
problem with the balance in the Force. You don't
Why
know
don't-
until it's too late.
Why don't we
Yeah,
just?
it seems
Let's
like
just
it's
read it.
Dumb.
Wouldn't
Can
it
we
be
read
better to leave it with the academics so that they could study it and tell us if it's the right thing to have with us?
I agree.
In
Not
how
to
many
mention-
years and how much damage could the Children of the Void have done by then?
True,
Well,
the Children of the Void are
considering-
just like out there.
There
Well,
are always other ways.
Considering that this is what they're looking for, if we keep it, it'll put a target on our backs. If we bring it to the temple, it'll be safely kept and studied. And if they discover that it's there, that could lead them to try to take it from the temple. And guess what? There are a lot more Jedi than there are of them.
Yeah.
Weren't you the one who was like, "Oh, Jedi are at a disadvantage fighting Children of the Void"?
Yeah,
Pretty sure you said that.
you did say
Like
that.
2 days ago.
You
Why are
literally
you both
said
so
both.
gung ho about keeping this thing that's potentially incredibly dangerous?
Right?
Are you
Like,
so
know
eager for your slip into the dark side?
Whoa.
I mean- Aren't
I'm just
you
saying.
really, really eager to go build your lightsaber, which is also can be incredibly dangerous? So
Just because something's dangerous doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. I'm just saying we have this thing.
No, but my lightsaber does not have as much pull to the dark side as a Sith holocron.
I mean, this is the two of us, dark side, light side. It's not about the dark side or the light side. It's, we're trying to keep peace in the universe.
No, this is a dark-sided artifact.
Do you not
Uh-huh.
remember what happened on the planet? The
Yeah.
visions?
Yeah. And we got
Also,
through it just fine. And then we
This
wound up
is
with holocron.
We barely got through it.
also this is what we do. This is our mandate. This is our job: is to find these artifacts and bring them to the temple.
I mean, no one is saying that we can't eventually bring them, but that we should
Yeah.
know what the information is on the holocron before we do.
What if-
Because
You think you
there's
can read
no
it?
there's no telling how long it's going to take the scholars at the temple to get to
Sorry,
it.
if you think that it's going to take scholars so long to get to it, what makes you think that you can get there faster?
That
I
was
mean,
exactly my
get
point.
to it
Thank
in
you.
the queue.
Yeah.
But thanks. I just don't think it's that hard. Like, isn't it just like any other holocron? You open it.
Yeah. You
No.
open the holocron
No.
and you
No, it depends on what's inside. We're taking it to the temple.
I don't want to open it, but if maybe I could just have some time to meditate with it on the way. Maybe I could get a preliminary read at least.
that seems
I
fine to
think
me.
that's not a great idea, Kieran.
Well, I'm
you
not
are
gonna, I don't want to open it. That's not safe. But I should be able to get some sense of what it's all about.
I mean, wouldn't that be useful? More knowledge, forearmed. We don't even know the baby bounty hunters are there. We don't even know who hired them. We don't even really know anything about them.
If
to be
anyone's going to try
completely
it,
honest.
let me.
Okay.
There's
Well,
something I'd like to try.
maybe we can cooperate with it. I wouldn't want anyone to have to do this by themselves, and that's what Sith want to do, is isolate people and separate them, and then our strength is in togetherness.
if we learned anything on that planet, it's that we are stronger together.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was like, is that what Trash and Kira learned?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. We definitely learned that we are stronger together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That was my takeaway.
100%.
So yeah, I mean, Dean, if you want to, if you think you're the most qualified and the best person to take a little read, just to get a.
I'm not going to read it. I have an ability I'd like to use.
I 100% support it.
All right.
It's still
If-
going to be a little challenging.
I would like to be
Sure.
with you, just in case things go awry.
Makes sense. I haven't used it before, so. Well, not intentionally.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I want to try and use my psychometry.
It's
It's a gift. I don't even know what to roll with this.
I'm going to say it's a weird roll because it's all 4C.
Yeah, it's usually bend fate to use gifts in a strange way.
Sorry, everyone.
I mean, the compass is a pretty normal way to use this.
Mm-hmm.
So just roll weird.
It was a 10.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Remember, I'm 4C. That's all I can do.
But you can also fix things. You fix
I
the cinnamon
can't.
bun ship.
That's
I
right.
can fix things.
You're 4C and you fix things. I mean, it's
Yep.
pretty handy.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
But don't look for me in combat, because I...
All right. Yeah, you touch this holocron and you get a rush of intense emotions, lots of anger and mostly anger and rage and just this it's I'm trying to it's so strong. It clearly just is filled with hate. But once you're able to kind of parse through that, you don't get a sense for what's inside of it, but you do get like a little flashback of some Sith acolytes in a circular room with a pedestal, and an old ancient Sith Lord that you've only heard tale of but haven't seen much of in like anything. He's wearing the black robes because they got a theme, and a mask, and walks up and it starts. He opens it and basically you see him put information inside of it. You just don't know what the information is, and then he closes it and tells both of the acolytes to make sure it's protected, or it'll be their lives, and then walks out. And the Sith Lord, I described him right? Nope. Put a mask on him. He doesn't wear a mask.
Now.
It was supposed to be Darth Bane. So this is like
I
around
know
the time.
that is.
So this is around the time the rule of twos are being implemented, which is why there was so much two metaphors.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cad Bane was a Force user?
Boo! You're not funny.
all
Okay.
right.
I'll relay the vision that I had, but I'll be sure to underline the fact that it is full of hate and should be opened by someone who's experienced.
Yeah. It's very, very angry and very, very like you get a sense that this is like he was doing this as a way to contain some knowledge and kind of possibly contain some secrets, because for those who don't know, Darth Bane is kind of just after the mass Sith Lord rule, and Darth Bane is the one who started coming up with hey, maybe we should only have two of us so we don't all murder each other all the time, and then maybe we would actually survive.
Those are all good calls. Reasonable.
Yeah.
It seems like it, but then also like it didn't work out for them too well either.
It's also true.
I mean,
it worked out pretty well until it didn't.
Until it didn't. 2 is maybe 3. Maybe
it worked out for over a millennia.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like Darth Bane being like, I'm gonna put all my knowledge into this thing. So you get that maybe it's about power and fighting and anger and hatred and how to keep Sith Lords at bay, but only if you're willing to be a Sith Lord, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Trash.
Yeah.
Do you
there's
remember
that
the
probably.
time
Mm-hmm.
about 4 years ago
Yeah.
when you broke the speeder, the
Yeah.
water tank on it?
Yeah.
Do you remember how angry I was?
Yeah.
Times that by like 100 and then make it concentrate and then put it in that box.
I mean, that's a lot of anger.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like it could do a lot of things, though.
It sounds like it could do a lot of damage
Yeah.
to anyone.
That's true. I mean, and we are facing these like Children of the Void people who aren't very forcey.
Do
But
you
it
really
sounds
want to
like-
use anger and hatred against them?
I'm not saying it's not about want. I'm just saying, you add it all up and it sounds like we've got a pretty
bad idea?
powerful object on our side here.
Sounds like a bad idea. You are totally right, Trash. Thank you for
I'm
agreeing
not
with
saying it's a bad idea.
me.
I mean, I'm just
no,
saying.
that's what I heard.
I'm saying there are risks in every
No.
venture, in every decision. There are upsides and downsides, and
Yeah, but if you're smart, there are risks you don't need to take.
yeah, but it just seems
And we
like
don't need to take this risk because we are smart.
I know, but it seems like going into a fight without all of the tools available to you just seems a little foolish to me. Just that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying we got a powerful tool that could be used, and we're just not
What
gonna.
is this
And-
you thinking you
it.
don't have all you need now to do it? What? This is
I'm
not the
just-
Trash I know.
I'm just saying.
You
let's
aren't
just-
fully prepared to do anything on your own.
I know that. I'm not. I'm just saying as a group. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just
You're
asking
wanting
the question.
you're wanting to bring a weapon that could cause massive collateral damage, hurting other people that you care about. That seems incredibly risky and frankly
Well,
selfish.
I mean, to Dean's point, there are 5 of us. We are very smart. We are very capable. I'm reasonably sure that between the 5 of us and 3 pretty powerful Force users, between the 5 of us, we could probably not do a lot of collateral damage. I feel like the 5 of us working together, putting our skills together, and you add this very powerful weapon, I feel like that would kind of make us unstoppable. But you know what? I'm not in charge. I'm not running the show. I'm just,
Is a bomb worth
Putting
it if
it
it
out
blows up the hand that's holding it?
well, depends on what else you're blowing up. And
I
also,
mean,
maybe it won't.
Also about how well the bomb is
It
built
will.
and the precautions you take ahead of
It
time.
will.
Because
Yep.
It will. No,
Okay,
I'm just gonna.
are
hold
you
on
really trying to
this for
argue
now.
explosives with me right now?
I am arguing the Force, which I understand.
okay.
When she says that, Kira, you feel the key in the back of your head again, just being like, there they are, holding it over you. Their use of the Force.
Yeah, I mean, yes, and those of us who aren't born into the Force, or those of us who aren't studying currently at the Jedi Academy, no matter how much Force sensitivity they had before, are never going to be that good. Never going
That's-
to understand.
Not at all what I said.
Isn't it though?
None of us
No.
could control this.
Okay.
That's
We're
what we're
arguing
saying.
Explosives. I was not saying that you don't understand the Force. I'm saying that was the analogy I was making.
Okay.
If you understand the Force, you know how dangerous the dark side can be because of how cloying it is. It understands you, and it gets inside of you, and it won't leave.
So you're saying that no one can turn from the dark side?
They can,
Despite the
but
fact
it's
that your
incredibly
own
hard.
legends tell you all about like these heroes who turned from the dark side?
Yes, through
Not
great
everyone
efforts.
does.
Oh, hypocrisy.
For every one that does, there are hundreds that don't.
Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, I hear you both clearly. I think you're making really good points. I really hear you. I totally hear you.
Do you?
There are 5 of us with equal shares in this matter. So I think I've made my thoughts and feelings pretty clear. I know Kira has, both of you have. So, we'll just keep talking about it until we hear from everyone and we decide communally on a course of action.
So Kieran's gonna try to get Kira's eye, and like see if he can, like, can we talk for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so like off to the side, privately. I know it's not a huge ship, but it's not little either. So
No.
No,
have-
I
you
mean, we
also
have
have
private
room.
quarters and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got room.
So like
bunk together.
family meeting.
I imagine what's going on is like, you have like your main room where it's like there's like the table and
Oh
the
yeah,
tab charts, and then you have like the bedrooms.
we have the Space Turtle floor plan.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I
I'll
forgot
get the
our ship is
picture
a
for
space
everyone.
turtle. It makes me happy.
Space turtle.
What'd you say?
It's a
I
space
forgot our
turtle.
ship, space turtle.
We probably do need a proper name.
Space turtle.
We had a proper name.
No, we do.
Something Hawk. I named it something cool sounding Hawk.
Oh, right.
Fire Hawk, Silver Hawk, something like that.
1 second.
Going
I
back
have
to my
this somewhere.
notes.
I have it somewhere. Oh, the dirty dewback.
Where the
The
Starhawk.
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 Here,
See?
I'll put it in the
How did any of us
Twitch
ever
chat
forget
so
that?
other people can see the picture we're looking at. Okay, so when we're off to the side somewhere, so Kira, I just want to get like there's a lot of stuff flying around here, and I want to get your like honest assessment. Like what is this, and what was your experience with this? What happened?
I mean, we went and there was like a puzzle. We opened the door and it was there. We took it and we left.
What was the puzzle?
We like, you know how in the adventures of one second.
Zepho Jones.
Yes, thank you. You know how in the adventures of the great Zethro Jones, you had to like find the levers and pull the levers at the same time?
Yeah.
Apparently it was inspired by Sith Academies.
Okay, so you just had to pull a couple levers.
Yeah. It was honestly a little disappointing.
And then
I wanted
it
to blow
opened
stuff
up
up.
and there it was, and you could just walk out with it?
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty much exactly like when I found that key. Like, once you found your way in, you just took it and left.
Okay. Oh, and out of character, we did not hear the explosion, right?
We felt like a rumble.
Right,
Like,
yeah, okay. But it was unrelated as far as we know. Okay, I won't
Yeah.
connect that then. And so you've been carrying it around. Do you feel anything from it? Is it like, what is your honest assessment? No arguing. It's just us. It's just you and me right now. Like, what is your read on this thing?
Honestly, I feel like they wouldn't have gone to the lengths that Dean just described if it wasn't important, if it didn't have stuff that could hurt them. And we could use that against the Children of the Void. And I think it's really important. And if there's a way we can access this information, like all the safeguards that the three of you could put together, or heaven forbid, somebody actually include trash and stuff that he was trained to do, that it could really be an asset. And honestly, like, to be 100% perfectly honest, there's this idea that y'all have, and I don't know if it's ingrained at you in the academy or what, that the world is 100% black and white, and the one speck of darkness inside your heart taints you forever is kind of awful.
I'm sorry if I ever gave you the impression that's what I think. That is...
I mean, it's what Dean just told us.
Well, maybe that's what Dean thinks, but that's...
In the back of your head, the key is just like, he thinks it too. You know he does.
I'm
and I
saying...
know that you don't really want to believe that, but the Academy pushes that on everyone.
Look, there are Mandalorians who don't get what Clan Ren is all about. And that's because not all of us are the same.
Mm-hmm.
And there are different schools of thought in the academy as well. And all throughout the order. I think it's just as you're talking about painting everything black and white, it sounds like you're trying to paint the Jedi Order the same way in that
That's not what I mean. But
bunch of out of touch academics.
What I mean is that just like people don't understand our family, and that's why things stay in the family, that for now, maybe it's better if this stays in this family. Not forever, not for like our own personal gain or to like make us the supreme rulers of the universe. Who wants that job anyway? I don't never have understood. But we're fighting beings that your master has flat out said could take out the Jedi. The Jedi have a hard time fighting these beings.
Yes. I had a hard time fighting them when I was face to face with two of them.
And And so it's possible that the holocron is just safer with us for now.
If the Jedi are going to have a hard time fighting these guys, one full Jedi and 2 Padawans, and you and Trash, the 5 of us are not as secure as a whole archive
Except
full of
they
Jedi.
don't expect us to have it, and they don't know we would. The secret keeps it safe.
Maybe.
And if there is one thing I know, is that the more people who know a secret, the less of a chance it stays that way.
That's not a bad point. I just want you to know, going into this, like, I trust you implicitly, explicitly, in every way that I can. And this isn't about winning or losing, right? This is about us making the right decision for you and me, and then everything else. And so, like, we're
for forever, you and I will always. I can't say it. I'm sorry. I almost said it. Our bond will never be broken. I know that you trust me. I trust you. I just also feel like our paths may diverge a little bit. And that's not something to fight against.
No. Okay.
But our bond will always be the strongest.
Well, I just feel like getting more information is better than less, and I could get the most information at the academy.
More information I think is better, but like I don't think the academy is going to help you get it in this case. They've never let you before. Every Sith artifact has gone into a vault, never to be seen again.
All the Jedi you do see work with it are a little off.
Yeah, but that, out of character, that wouldn't happen to me. Because I have hubris.
I mean,
Hubris, take the wheel.
I mean, working together, we would absolutely be able to fight off the influence. I believe it. And with how smart you are and how good you are at getting information and parsing stuff out, like none of the other Jedis have bonds like we do.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna cut away from that. Trash, Arby suddenly comes up to you and is like freaking out about something. He's like,
Slow down. What's going on, buddy?
he's like, he's pointing to like the helm, like you need to go.
Oh yeah, all right. All right.
And like drags you away for a second.
Mm-hmm.
To the helm.
Yep.
And nothing is wrong. Arby's you're just like panicking.
Arby, what's the matter? Everything's fine. We're right on course. Everything's fine. What's up?
And he
Use your words.
suddenly calms down and goes and apologizes. And do you go back to the briefing room?
Oh no, I'm just gonna grab a seat in the captain's chair and let them sort of stew for a while.
All right. Shio.
Mm-hmm.
The holocron is gone.
It was just here. Dean, did you see it?
I'm gonna make eye contact with you and say, "No, Master Shio. I put it down on the table."
I'm gonna want to read that. I'm gonna read. The library is open. All right, so let's see what this is. I think it's Judgment, right?
Yeah.
That went so well last time, and looks like we're doing pretty well again today. Yeah, that is a 5.
Oh yeah, you don't know what's going on. You're like, why is it gone? Where did it go?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily hide it from Shio, of all people.
That's fair. But from his read, he does not know that. So if you want to tell him, you can tell him.
It's no longer on the table, so it must have gone somewhere else. Perhaps a temporary secure location? Hopefully.
When you are able to, I would like to know the secure location just in case of an emergency. But
There are many.
I
on
don't
this.
disagree with this course of action.
You know
I-
my past.
Yes.
Some of it. I know many secure locations on the ship. I'm sure it's safe somewhere.
All right. So the holocron is hidden away. Kira and Kieran don't know that. Trash is chilling in the captain's chair. Course is still set for Reldoon, which, yeah, probably should just go check in with Solana for a bit. But yeah, let me. What are y'all gonna do about this holocron?
I'm gonna sit and meditate.
I just laughed at something that I probably shouldn't have laughed out loud at.
I don't know. It really is Hologon.
Hold on. God damn it. Direct messages on Zoom. Yeah, so Trash, you do get a hologram from Solana just being like, just a, hey, update me. Like, she's literally just like, please update me when you can on anything that is going on. I would love to know if you found any information, if you found the contact. Contact me when you can. And just kind of shuts off. Just a little check-in from the boss.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one who sees it.
Yep.
But yeah.
Oops, deleted it.
Oh. You do hear also, Trash, you hear a whispering throughout the ship coming from somewhere. You don't know where yet, but there is a faint whisper.
Cool. I'm just gonna, you know what? Well, I think meditating is pretty dumb. I think I'm just gonna sit here, sort of still myself, and try to listen to that whisper, see what it has to say.
All right. You take roll me a weird.
Weird. Hold on.
Apologies for doing production stuff. Can I get a quick reminder of what Dean's impression? Because you got like a 10 when you were reading the holocron, right?
So Dean basically saw a memory of it being locked away.
Okay, and you told us that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just that it was locked away, and that was the main thing that you.
I told you everything I saw.
Yeah, full of hate.
Right. Okay,
There were
thank you.
two acolytes that it was Darth Bane that I had recognized.
Right, Darth Bane.
Yeah, I
Okay,
told
we
you
have that
everything.
name. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got a 6 on my weird roll.
Okay. The whispering doesn't become clear per se. Like, you can't quite hear what it has to say, but you hear it getting louder a little bit, and you can maybe pinpoint that it's probably in a private quarters somewhere. Possibly.
All right.
You can't, you don't know which room. You can't suss out exactly where it might be. And like Dean said, there are many places on the ship it could be hidden. Which actually,
I'm the one who fixes the ship. I know the hidey holes. I built them.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear towards the back of the ship that it's a little louder.
Okay.
Than
All
it is
right.
at the front.
Tell RB to keep the course that I've set and not let anyone else alter the course or sit in the chair. And I go back through the sort of main room. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to check something back in my quarters. We should be back at Breldune soon.
Arby does a little
Thank you, RB. So I leave RB. RB's in the cockpit, and I'm just gonna, just take a gander in the back there.
Okay. You need to I would say you have to probably reach out through the Force a little bit more to try and find it.
All right.
And you currently have 3 dark side points.
That's right, I do.
I'm gonna give you 2 options here.
Uh-huh.
You can take another dark side point and find it instantly, or you can continue to roll weird. And
I'm gonna roll the dice. Roll the dice on it. God, another 6.
All right, still it gets a little bit louder.
Mm-hmm.
And you're definitely sure it's in one of the rooms. You're like, all right, it's definitely in a private quarters. But you're not sure whose. But you do hear a slight whispering, beckoning you to come find it.
Mm.
It has the knowledge you seek.
I do like some kinds of knowledge.
It can give you everything you ever wanted.
Let me roll one more time.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 12.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
3rd time's the charm.
There it is.
Yeah, Dean, where are you right now? Are you still back over with Shio?
Yeah, I'm just meditating in like a common area.
All right. Trash. You get the sense that it is in Dean's room. The whispering grows incredibly loud the closer you get to it. And as you know how to override all ship locks and things, so you go on in.
You peeping Tom!
And it gets even louder and louder as you go. And there's a panel, and then you notice there's a slightly not loose, but like clearly dust and things have been disturbed a little bit on one panel.
I mean, I do know this ship well too. Thank you very much. It is also my ship.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
You remember Dean putting a few secure hidey holes in the ship.
Yep.
And you figured one was in a room, but you didn't know which one. But now you see it on the floor. Do you now know? You hear the whispering is loud. It's almost like screaming in your ears at this point, like it's there.
I leave and shut the door.
Okay.
Quietly. So Kira and Kieran are in their quarters?
I like to think we have separate quarters.
Or
where were you talking?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
let me look at the floor plan here.
Were you talking in one of your rooms, or were you talking?
Probably what's that room off to the top? The port engine room, number 6.
And I'm going to assume that that's a normal place for private conversations and like a place I would expect you to be.
Yeah. Also, it's got like a little bit of background noise. You know, it's like a nice And probably lots of people go there when you need to just have a quiet word with someone.
Actually, you know what? I don't go there. I open up a private comm channel to Kira.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Kira, meet me over by the quarters. Something we should talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Shio, what are you doing?
I am sitting in the common room, meditating, but not really meditating, I guess, but I'm trying to basically determine if this is the best course of action. I really want to like see if I don't have particularly great ability to see into the future. Like that's not one of my known skills, but I'm trying to reach into the force and see if taking it to the Jedi Temple is going to benefit us more than anything else. Like I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm making sure I'm double checking my work,
Okay.
which I
mean-
think would be a thing.
Yeah, it would be a weird roll.
A bend fate. Okay. Which is good, considering I just added +1 to that. You hear that, dice? We're good at this now.
Are you?
Well, I got doubles. Son of it's only a 5.
Okay.
I rolled
so,
2 2s.
Well, I will give you, as a Jedi, you do know that, like, there is a department that is that especially handles this stuff, and they could open it.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that. Like, there are Jedi who have been studying the dark side of the Force, trying to figure out, because they don't believe in a direct binary, but they've always seen people go bad. So they're like, why does this do this to people? So you know there's a whole department dedicated to this kind of stuff. So you while you can't like clearly see into the future or know if that's the right course of action, you have the knowledge of the Jedi and what they do with the artifacts that you would feel more comfortable going there.
Right. Yeah. I think what it more was Shio knows that on an intellectual level. I think he was checking and seeing if the will of the Force was different than what he was analyzing. And so I'm totally okay with it not having that strong a connection at the moment, or just not having that natural ability to communicate with the Force in that way. But that's kind of more what he was going for. He knows on an intellectual level this is the correct course of action, but is the Force saying something to the other people who are dissenting that he's not hearing?
Oh yeah, no,
It is.
I think it. I mean, it is. But you're not with a 5. You don't hear that. I guess I could have gone the other direction, and you hear it too good. No, you don't hear that. You're out of whack. You fought all those Jedi. You haven't had a lot of rest.
Mhm.
Things aren't great right now.
Mm-hmm.
On your
So
Force sides.
I think with that, Shio's going to pat Dean on the shoulder. I am going to retire for the evening. Make me aware if anything changes. But good work.
Thank you.
As you retire to your chambers, you get a message from from Dean's master, just being like, I hope she's doing well, and I don't know if she told you, but you need to make sure she gets to Ilum, basically.
Okay, I'll compose a message back. Understood. I'm glad to hear that she's been doing well. Very well. She was an anchor when in the Force when we needed her most. So her connection to the Force is growing strong, and I foresee great things for her.
And you get a little message back being like, I'm proud to hear it, and I'm proud to say that she is ready to take these next steps in her journey.
It is the will of the Force. We will see it done.
Thank you. So
and then pass out.
Yep.
Hey, Blythe.
Yeah.
The roles that I had done earlier on in that combat,
Mhm.
would they have exhausted Dean, or being support, is that not as taxing?
I think you're tired, but yeah, definitely not as taxed as Shio.
Okay.
Like you're tired, but also narratively Joey has been rolling really, really badly.
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide if she would then move to her own quarters to get some peace and quiet, or if she would stay in the common room.
You're definitely tired, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to get some rest. But
Okay. I mean,
I don't know what Dean would do if she thought some people might be. Well, I don't know.
Considering it is an item of value, she might go and guard it. But also because she's exhausted, she might want to be in her own quarters. I'm just trying to decide if it's reasonable.
I mean, you're tired. You're definitely
Yeah.
tired, and it is late. So like going to rest is 100% reasonable. You're not like, that's not metagaming for you to be like, I'm going to go to sleep, or for you to go meditate in your own quarters.
Okay. I don't think she would go to sleep. I think she would go meditate though.
Yeah. Like I don't think it's terribly unusual that you want to go to your bedroom.
Okay. I didn't want to like cut off a potential story and meta. I just wanted to know.
Well, you're going to be walking there, and Trash and Kira are going to be having a conversation off to the side somewhere. I don't know where, but she's not back yet while you're having your conversation. So I'm going to give you your RP moment before she gets back.
Mm-hmm.
So what are Trash and Kira doing?
Hey, Kira.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Dean stashed the thing in her room to hide it from us.
Of course she did, because no one besides Dean could be trusted with anything of importance.
Exactly.
I mean, it's obvious that Dean knows best, and she's the only one able to withstand temptation or any kind of idea of what. I mean, Master Shio couldn't possibly understand, and Kieran couldn't possibly understand, and we don't even rate.
Exactly. And listen, we're supposed to be equal partners here, 4 voices, and Dean just made an executive decision. So I'm going to go get it, and you keep her from coming back into her quarters. Sound reasonable?
Absolutely.
All right. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right. Trash, you go back into Dean's quarters. Kira, are you standing like in the hallway or just like outside the door, or?
I'm actually going to go like take the path back. The idea being that I would take the path back to the common room where I last saw her and intercept her along the way.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm not standing guard in front of her door. That's like rookie moves.
So yeah, you walk back, Dean, as you're walking to your room to go meditate, you bump into Kira. And Trash, you know exactly where it is. Dean, how hard do you make it to, like, how hard is this hidey hole to get into?
Oh, it's hard. She's a scoundrel.
All right. As am I.
Oh no, I know. And she knows that.
Since you're both scoundrelly types, is metal or judgment better for you, Trash?
Hold on, let me look here.
I'm pretty sure we both have a -1 in judgment.
Yep, that sounds right. So
thing.
metal is better for me.
Yeah, well, you're working under stressful conditions, so you're going to use metal here.
All right.
Because you feel in the back of your head that you have a time limit on this.
Yep. Hold on, I forgot I rolled doubles a second ago, so I just need to add. Cool. Cool. So I am gonna roll me some metal.
And while it's happening,
that's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay.
Yep.
You're and Dean, you bump into each other.
Sorry.
Can I talk to you for a second?
I need to go lie down.
It's
I'm
kind of
tired.
important. I mean, I understand, like, if you don't have time for me, it's not exactly like I can
Kira.
get you further in your Jedi Academy or
Kira.
anything.
Why are you talking to me like this? I don't understand what's happened to you lately.
I don't know. I get it. Just getting sick of, like, how you treat me, to be honest.
How have I been treating you?
I feel like there's this whole idea about you that, like, you're 100% in the know all the time, and you have these secrets that you keep just for your own, like, for our own protection, because none of us can handle it. And it's kind of frustrating, like, how ultimately, like, dismissive it is when you don't take the same risks that the rest of us do.
I apologize if you felt that way. You are all my friends, and if I have done anything, it is in an attempt to keep you safe because I don't want you to come to any harm. And I am sorry that anything I've done has led you to
Dean,
believe
you're not-
otherwise.
You're not my mom.
I know, but I thought I was your friend.
But friends trust each other.
I do trust you. Can I roll? Takes one to know one. I want to. This is feeling sus.
Roll that trash.
Throw her out the airlock. Throw her out the airlock.
I'm not rolling anyone out the airlock.
That escalated quickly.
No violence, just friendship.
I mean,
Friendship.
I'm fine with, like, making a contested roll out of this.
I rolled an 11.
Ooh.
Roll. But trash, while this is going on, you are able to get the hidey hole open, but you are not able to put it back correctly. So it's noticeable that you've opened it, but you have opened it.
That's fine by me. I don't care if she knows. I want to have it. I don't care if she knows that I have it.
Oh, you have it.
Then I'm good. I don't care.
And when you touch it, you almost feel like you feel kind of a connection to it.
I like
the whispers grow loud again, and you feel the, like, power from coming off of it, beckoning you to open it, which you can do because you're a Force user.
That's true. That's true. But not yet. Not yet. I just we'll tuck it away in my pocket and leave.
All right. Yeah. So what's going on over the takes one to know one?
Well, I did not beat an 11.
What did you get?
Well, since it's judgment, I got a 4.
All right.
That -1 judgment really gets me every time.
Every time.
I mean, it still would not have been a success, but, like,
That was just insult to injury.
yes.
Like, I'm kind of amazed at how every time you roll judgment, like it's possible to still do well with a -1, but somehow it's like, nope.
Nope.
It's hard with a -1.
It's slightly more difficult with a -1, and also when your dice hate you. When your dice are like, let's role play this.
Let's make it a good story. The only reason I was good at it is because I get to add weird instead, and I'm Forcey.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
All right. So what exactly are you trying to do here, Dean?
It's weird that she's putting all of this on me right now. I want to figure out why.
Okay.
It feels suspicious.
Trying to find the move because the playbooks don't let me.
Well,
easily
it's
search them.
with Pierce the Veil, she would get 3 questions.
Okay. Yeah. Take 3 questions from the list.
Oh gosh, where's the list?
It should be under Pierce the Veil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It's on
just.
the basic moves.
I am stuck. Look, I hate my command. I try to command F things so I can go quickly, and lately it's decided to search every word of the sentence instead of just the phrase.
God, I know exactly what I'm asking too.
Oh,
Okay. What does this person, place, or thing want from me?
She wants to keep you. She wants to delay you, obviously.
Yeah.
What happened to this person recently?
I went through and got the holocron with Trash.
What's the greatest danger with this
I'm gonna say that
person?
actually the answer to that is I was right. I was right.
Wait. That's the answer I'm getting, is just that you were right?
I was right. That's the most important thing about this.
Am
to
I?
me
Wait.
at the moment?
Okay. Am I
And
getting these
what
from?
was your
Am I
last
getting
one?
these answers from you, or am I getting them from like the Force?
You're getting them if you're getting it through the Force, and that would be the strongest feeling you get from her is that
She was right? Okay.
yeah, she feels vindicated and she
Okay.
feels right and justified in her actions.
The third one was, what is the greatest danger with this person?
So that you would get a big sense of the dark side coming from somewhere in her presence. Because the key has not left her pocket and will not leave her pocket.
Okay. Then
But you
Kira,
don't I don't think you know it's the key specifically.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Kira, you would see a look of betrayal on her face for a second before it just goes clean. And she's emotionless. And she says, "What do you have on you?"
What?
What do you have on you?
Oh, I see how it is. You're really not my mother, and you're definitely not my jailer. And I walk away.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to my room and I'm gonna check on the grate.
Because happened.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Shio. I'm gonna go knock on his corridor door.
Yeah, I mean, Trash has it.
Oh, I'm gonna go knock on Kieran's door.
All right.
And I'm actually going to go back and meet up with Kieran.
So we're all just in the same hallway, like
walking past each other. Hey, how are you? Hey, everything's
I
totally cool
think
here.
I would have gone straight back to Kieran after.
Yay, dorm
after that
drama.
conversation.
Everything's
with
totally
Ian.
cool. Everyone's fine. We're all
I'm
fine
guessing,
here.
Kieran, did you leave the engineering room? Or did you stay there?
Yeah, actually, I think I was probably in the common room, like, reviewing chess moves or something. You know, like, that's my downtime, is looking at chess master moves.
All right, if you went back to the common room, there's a chance you roll me some judgment to see if you noticed any of that exchange.
Sure.
Because you might have.
I think it's an 11. Hold on. It's a 10.
Wow, we have the two sides of judgment.
Yeah, unless there's any minuses to it or anything.
All right. So yeah, you saw a very, very tense exchange between Dia and Kira. You didn't hear anything, but you saw it.
Just like from across the common room. Yep.
Yeah. And then so Kira, you can walk across the room to him, and I guess Trash is.
Yep, and I'm coming over.
Okay. Is it okay if I say that high judgment roll was like, I kind of picked up on it and then I was pretending to pay attention to this. Like I'm watching a chess match replay and I'm like actually paying attention to the conversation. Well, I can't really hear it, but I'm like just suddenly alert.
You're doing one of those like,
yeah.
rambles. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Trash and
So
Kira, what do you say to Kieran?
So Kieran and Kira, I mean, I clued Kira in on this before. Dean took the holocron and tried to hide it from us. She made that executive decision on her own without talking to anyone. I had a suspicion and I went and checked and I found it.
And it's really not surprising. Like,
you searched her
I mean,
room?
it's obvious that she doesn't trust anyone else on the ship besides herself.
Yeah, I didn't search her room. I just had a strong feeling that she had taken it, and I went and I got it because it's not hers.
No,
it is ours.
I get, Trash, I get what you're saying, but like you going and getting it is kind of as bad as her taking it and hiding it.
Well, I wouldn't have had to go and get it if she didn't take it and hide it.
I mean, is it as bad when the
maybe,
first thing that he did with it was tell us about it?
But maybe we could have talked about that as a group instead of just
sure.
like going through her stuff.
Sure, maybe we could talk, but I mean, fair point. We can talk about it as a group, but I just want you to know that it really seems like at the least Dian here is making decisions all on her own.
Okay, so then I have to get Master Shio involved in this conversation, okay? Is that all right?
And like, I mean, she is kind of acting weird, and she just accused me of something. I don't even know what.
Well,
she tried to search me, so...
We know the holocron can make people aggressive and paranoid. Those are like pretty basic things that a dark side holocron can do to someone.
Yeah.
And
she's the one who read it, and she's the one who had it. So I'm starting to be worried about her paranoia about us.
But look, I just want to say, I think it's maybe affecting more than just her, because Trash, I don't think of you as somebody who would just go into someone's quarters on a decision you've made on your own and go through their personal things. Like, that doesn't seem like you.
She's the one who made the choice. She chose to take it.
No, I know, but why wouldn't you come and tell us that she took it, and then we, as a group...
That's what I'm doing, but I feel like as a group, when one person in the group is sort of going rogue, it's not necessarily good to include them in all of the decision-making, right?
I think that what Trash is saying, or like when he asked me about it, my first instinct was that instead of like tipping her off that we knew she had taken it and something might be wrong, if we separated her from the thing that was causing the problem, that it might be easier to convince her to let it go.
Yeah. And actually might be easier for us to have this conversation maybe without Dian. Because at this point, I'm not sure that honestly any of us can really trust her.
Okay, but we do have to talk to Master Shio.
Absolutely.
Well, as he says that, you both get a sense from the key and the holocron respectively. No Jedi.
I mean, it's obvious, like, Master Shio is really important to this discussion. In, with all the stuff that he's gone through lately and everything that battle took out of him, like, I'm sure that this will be exactly the kind of thing that he needs right now, is to deal with another, like, errant Padawan situation.
Well,
I mean, he's got to manage 2 Padawans now on his own, like, which is a lot. That's a lot for him to deal with. I think maybe it's just easier if we I have it now, we are on our way back to, where are we going? Beldroon? We're on our way back. Why don't I just...
Breldun, isn't it?
Breldun, whichever one. Why don't I'm just going to hang on to it. If Dian has complaints, maybe it's best to just keep her sort of separated because, again, she read it and then immediately took it and hid it. So that's not good. I'm telling the both of you that I have it. You both know that. So it's not a secret.
Out of character, do we have any sort of like I know I have to answer to Master Shio, and that's a hierarchical thing that's established. Is Shio like in charge of our expeditions, or is it more flat than that?
I mean, it's up to y'all, but I don't think an official leader or captain has ever been decided.
Right.
You
Yeah.
haven't needed one before.
Loose, yeah. It's like a set of guidelines.
Yes.
Technically, Solana would be like, Shio, you are responsible. So like if things go wrong, Shio's probably gonna take the punishment for it in the eyes of higher management.
Right, but it's not like he's their boss.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
Technically he should be, but he's not.
He is not.
But he's too busy. He's too busy, like, sparring with me on the side and, like, buying off Trash's bar tabs.
I thought I got out of middle management. I guess I didn't.
I'm just saying, Shio is that, like, 22-year-old like high school theater teacher. Like just way too young for this level of responsibility.
Trying so hard.
But how old is Shio actually though? Because that's the thing I need to know.
He's like I think mid-20s, mid to late 20s maybe.
Yeah.
He's still pretty like you're his first Padawan.
And Kira, we're like 20.
I was about to say we're like in our early 20s.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of
Yeah.
daylight
Okay.
around
For some
here.
reason, I had this idea of Shio is like 30, and you know,
I would say let's go with late 20s. I think I said mid late 20s. Let's go with late 20s. So there's a bit of gap,
okay,
but
at least 5 years.
Well, there has to, because you're a Padawan till about 24, 25.
Yeah.
So, usually.
Okay.
So we can say, let's say that, like record-wise, that we're 20.
Okay.
And he's in his late 20s, and that gives us enough of a gap where it makes sense that he would be your Jedi master.
I'm gonna write down age 20, and then we'll not forget.
Great.
I just, so-
but also in maturity, there's like a 30-year gap between 20 and late 20s. Like let's
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
let's be real.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
like that
me at
gap
20.
between, yeah.
trust me.
Like it grows exponentially larger as you get closer to 30.
That's why 30-year-olds dating 20-year-olds is icky, but a 40-year-old dating a 30-year-old is not.
It's not as bad.
As.
Not as. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that gap becomes better around like 45, 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once everyone's over like 35, I really don't.
Then it's who cares?
None of my business.
You're old.
You're
That's
all
me. I'm old.
Say that.
Just indescribably ancient.
Just who cares who you're sleeping
No,
with at
Rachel,
that point?
it's fine. I firmly
mean,
believe you're only as old as you're typecast as.
I'm just saying, Jay, that like at that point, they just assume like you're just gonna get it on with whoever, so it's all good.
I did an audition and I was like, I'm in my late 20s, which means I'm still a 16-year-old according to the CW.
Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
I did get an interview for
Legit.
that. I got a call back.
My first paid acting gig, I was 19 playing a 13-year-old.
Good job.
I had a meeting with someone once and they asked me how old I was, and I didn't realize they meant it like rhetorically or like whatever. I said my age at the same time they said the age that they thought I was.
Oh.
And it was great. It was actually a huge ego boost
Feels good.
because there was a
amount of
full
times,
10 years in between those two ages.
Nobody thinks
great.
I'm younger than I am.
People like assumed I was still in school for a very long time, and I took that and ran with it.
That's
Thank
nice.
you.
I mean,
Mhm.
I still get carded for things. I've gotten carded for rated R movies, and I'm like,
Nice.
I have been old enough to do this for a while.
I haven't gotten
didn't-
carded
I
since
mean-
I was 25.
I don't understand, like, people card you for rated R movies? Like, I didn't get carded for rated R movies when I was a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
Right.
I was 13, and they just let me walk in.
It was a different time.
anything.
It was a
In my
different time.
It
In
was
my
a different
mid-20s,
time.
I absolutely got carded for rated R movies. It was great. 28 days later, had to prove I was old enough to go see it.
I've had to prove I was old enough to go see a few movies. I had to prove I was old enough to go see The Hunger Games once.
Oh,
What?
could-
I was like,
Of all
I
things,
was definitely older than the PG-13 movie. I promise.
I was like, that's a YA?
yeah,
situation.
that's wild. Can
Like,
we
did
jump
they-
back in?
Did they expect you to prove you were a teenager?
Yeah, I was in college.
I'm gonna lose the thread of the plot with my ADD brain before we don't jump back in.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So
The three of you are discussing who to bring this to. I'm going to cut away for a second.
yeah, well, we were discussing whether or not to bring in Master Shio. We very much decided what is happening with the holocron. It's just who we're going to tell about it
Mhm.
and who we can really trust. And I'm just not sure about two of them.
Okay, so we'll come back to that after the cut.
I'm
So-
very untrustworthy to be fair.
So, Kieran, you're the voice of reason-ish right now. Dean and Shio, though.
hmm
Dean, what are you doing?
Knock on his door immediately. Urgently.
And then opens the door. There is a shirtless, blurry-eyed Shio. What are we going down? What's happening?
May I come in?
Deal.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Just give me a minute, and I put jacket on. What's going
We
on?
need to talk. And you can tell she's like on the verge of a full-on panic attack.
Breathe.
The holocron is gone. I think I know who took it. But I also know I was talking to Kira, and she's been touched by the darkness. I felt it. She has something on her, I don't know what. And I felt it. It's here, it's on the ship, and it's in her. And she's my friend, and she doesn't think that I'm her friend. And she's ignoring everything I say. And I don't know what to do.
First, you need to breathe. I know that the Order has pulled away from some of the older tenets, such as attachments. Attachments are a good thing. They help us connect to people. They help us connect to the Force. But you need to be able to differentiate your personal attachments and what is the best course of action. Can you do that?
Yes.
Good. So, we have a friend who has been touched by the dark side. A friend who is not Force sensitive. That's possibly better than the alternative. They may not understand what they're doing. Do you believe she's the one that took the holocron as well?
I don't know. I just know that when I went back to check on it, it was gone. And I know that she was delaying me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can guess if she doesn't have it, who does? That's more tricky. Someone who's been trained in the Force, but not a full Jedi, is going to be more susceptible. They can sense the power. They can feel the power. But not everything is lost. They can be reasoned with. They are our friends. They will listen to us.
They won't listen to me. Kira won't.
Well, then
And
perhaps...
if Kira won't, then no matter what our friendship was before, I don't think Trash will either.
We have to try. All right, give me one moment to collect myself, and we will see them together. I'll go find Kieran. He'll be a good meeting ground, mediator.
Okay.
Now, cut back to Kieran. Trying to mediate.
Okay. So one thing I'd like to do, because I'm not sure. So there's a thing here under sway someone when you're swaying a PC that like you can make your argument and they can still decide whether they agree or disagree, but I don't totally know how to go with Trash and Kira's argument. So could I ask one of you to do the like sway someone roll, and then I don't know if you could aid each other if you want or something, 'cause that'll help me decide how to go with Kieran.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I'll roll this way, someone.
And I will provide aid.
Yes.
Cool.
Because the nice thing about it is you can still, like, even on a successful roll, I could go like, well, I don't disagree, but then there's like a path to follow of, I disagree, but there's some guidance.
Ooh. Which one what's the sway someone is? Aw, right?
Aw.
So that is an 11.
Oh, okay.
And then
Which is so good because I rolled
and when-
doubles and they were not Good doubles.
Not helpful.
They were not helpful doubles.
Oh, okay. Well, an 11 is pretty damn convincing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you were saying we
So
probably
my argument is we maybe don't bring in Shio just yet. We don't necessarily need to, but we should consider keeping the holocron as far away from Dian and possibly keeping Dian as far away from all of us as we can. I'm not saying we should maybe lock her in her room.
I'm not saying out the airlock, but
I'm not out the
It's
airlock.
right there.
I'm just saying.
No one is getting yeeted on this trip.
Yeah, we're not at that point yet. I'm just saying.
It's got 3 dark side points. There's no yeeting at 3 dark side points.
I'm just saying that
You're
locking her in her room for the duration of the journey is maybe not a bad idea.
Okay. So yeah, the 11 is really good, but I think the thing that punts the hole in it is like trying to have me not bring in Shio. I think is
That's the sticking point.
that's the deflator.
Yeah. So, you're getting a strong vibe every time he mentions bringing in Shio. The holocron is like, and
Yeah.
the key are basically telling you a collective, no.
Yeah.
Don't.
No, that sounds like
I really want to agree because I would get a thread for agreeing, but I
But the
I mean, there's agreeing, and then there's goes against everything that you stand for.
yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
holocron kind of at one point though whispers to you and is like show me to him basically.
Mm.
Oh, and I was about to say, like, can I see it?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. So I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay.
Don't like.
just be careful.
Yeah.
Kim.
Yeah. Just be
I mean,
careful
if
with
it
it.
had that big of an effect on Dean already,
Yeah.
Right. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to just like try
Yeah,
to
I don't
levitate
think. I don't
it.
think you. Yeah. I don't think you. No. I don't think you should touch it. No. I'll bring it close to you because I mean, listen, Dean touched it and then immediately went all weird. So.
I didn't touch it.
Okay. Well, Dean read it and then immediately started acting funny.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm just saying.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to like levitate it, unless you're grabbing onto it. I don't.
Maybe don't levitate it.
Well, I just want to. I need to be able to turn. I can't like
I'll
turn you around.
I'll just turn.
Come
it's
on,
a
Trash.
little thing
Just let me.
The holocron says like it's okay.
All right. Cool. Yep. Levitate it.
All right. So I just kind of, I'm not touching it with my hand, but just like holding it, turning it, trying to get a sense of this thing. What would I roll to try and sense this?
That's a weird roll.
Weird. Yeah. Okay.
But you're also going to have to make a judgment roll because you do start as soon as you levitate it. The whispers start. You hear them
Okay.
coming off of it. They're not as loud as they are to Trash, and it's clear, but you do hear some kind, and you kind of feel the power coming off of it ever so lightly.
Okay.
It's like a little heartbeat.
I think I probably expected some of that based on what I've read, and there are documents that talk about Sith holocrons. So, do you want me to roll the judgment first or the weird?
Roll the weird, then the judgment.
Okay. Both of those are pretty good. Okay, so the weird is 7 plus 2, so it's only a 9 for the weird, which is a bummer, but it's a 9 for weird.
What do you want to know about it? Like, what are you trying to know about it?
I'm trying to get like what is your purpose? Like, are you a weapon? Are you a lightsaber form? Like, most of them have a like primary function.
All right, so you get I'm a library of knowledge.
Oh, well, that's
I
harmless.
contain it just tells you it contains knowledge and that it is only used for that purpose.
Okay. So then you wanted me to roll judgment on top of that? That's a +1.
If you hear that if Kieran hears that it's a library of knowledge, what is he gonna think of that before this roll? I wanna know what Kieran thinks when he hears that.
And actually, I think it would like put him at ease because it's like not a weapon, which
All
is
right.
he's wrong, right? But that's
You're gonna take a -1 to this judgment roll.
oh, okay. Well, that takes me from the 10 to a 9.
All right. You aren't swayed by it in any way, but you do feel a little bit of a draw to it.
Okay.
So you're still skeptical of it. You haven't fallen like prey to it by any means, but you do kind of have a moment of like, well, that seems harmless. Like, and almost for a second in your head, you kind of feel I should just like, why don't we just open it and see what's inside? But you don't. You're like, wait, no, I'm smarter than that.
Mm. Does it have like a table of contents or something? Or
It's on the book
Looking for
jacket.
I'm just looking for the index.
Yeah.
Just the index.
Author's
Is there
note.
a summary of results at the beginning? Of just summary of findings. Just
Yeah.
so we know.
Reviews on the back.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you could just give me your list of resources,
Yeah.
citations needed, please.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, where's the thesis statement? Come on.
Mhm.
Just need that.
A thesis statement is just open me.
Yeah. Drink me.
Open.
that was my thesis in college.
Yeah.
So yeah, all you get is that it's a library of knowledge. But trash, it kind of calls back out to you
Mhm. Yeah.
stronger again, almost beckoning you to take it back from him.
Yeah. You get what you needed, buddy?
Okay, so Blythe, you're telling me I'm still I'm not being swayed by this thing yet, right?
Your judgment roll was good enough that you would have only thought about it for like a second.
Okay,
But-
and
I don't know if Kieran, like, it said it's a library of knowledge, and that's up to Kieran how he responds to that.
well, my initial response, if I like still pretty much have my own recognizance, my initial thought is to sort of hit it. When I say counterspell, I don't mean I'm trying to like dispel the thing, but I'm trying to put a little shell around it so it stops affecting people because only I should have it. And obviously, like it's only useful to me. But if I could put a little shell around it, then it'll stop trying to talk to everyone else, and then that'll be helpful.
I mean, it's
Foresee
obvious
this
that
ship
Kieran has the most
going down.
has the most ability to interact with libraries, and he would get the most use out of it.
Is this the start of that vision that I had where my whole party died? Is this how it starts?
Well, but Kieran's, which is a flawed process, but Kieran's thought process is, this is how I will protect everyone, because clearly it's messing with everyone. So I'll just put a little force bubble around it, and it'll stop. Everyone else will be able to stop hearing it.
Kieran,
Roll
Shio tanking the dark side on that planet was not an example of what to do.
Well,
You
I
are
learned it
the
from you,
master
okay?
teaching.
Don't
I
follow
learned
what
it from
Dad
watching
says,
you,
follow what
Dad.
does.
Okay, so roll for it, and is your intent because that is your exact intent? Is I can use it safely, but no one else can, and I will protect them from.
Well, okay, well, flip it. Number one, I'm protecting everyone from its influence.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's my goal. And I'm, if I had done poorly, it would be like, yeah, because I want it for myself. It's my precious. But I'm not there yet.
But you're considering it.
Yes. Number one, protect everyone else from its influence, and then see what happens next.
Go for it.
Okay.
This went alien so quick.
Oh.
Oh my god.
This was not what I planned for this session.
Am I gonna be Ripley or am I gonna be a cat? That's all I want to know.
So it
I'll take
Always
the
be the
cat.
cat.
it isn't super
wanna be
gonna matter because I have an 11 on the dice. But counterspell adds judgment. But I think you were saying weird. So which one did you want me to roll?
This is judgment.
Okay,
This-
so then
this
it's
is
just
judgment on this one.
okay. Then it's only 12.
It's a 12. Okay.
He's only a 12.
It's only
It would have been a 13 otherwise.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's my boy.
This is my jam.
So, Trash,
Mm-hmm.
you almost like you hear one last whisper assuring you that it's okay and that it will be back with you soon,
Mm-hmm.
but it has something important to do first.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as you know, Kieran, this has worked.
Okay.
Okay.
But the whispers have gotten a little louder to
Okay.
you.
Well, I actually say out loud. I imagine there's a little bit of a glow. I'm like, okay, I should have been able to shield its influence a little bit. I'm still like levitating it here, so hopefully that'll help. That's a technique I've been working on to sort of,
Cool. I mean,
shell something off.
I feel fine, so clearly
Yeah,
it wasn't influencing me all that much.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are y'all hearing stuff? Like from the box?
I can hear. Like, can I tell them that I hear whispers? Am I allowed to say that?
As you go to try and say it, you get a little bit of a weird feeling about it, but you can say it.
Okay, yeah, I will say, yes, I can definitely hear it. It's trying to speak to me. I assume it's trying to speak to all of us. Maybe you haven't heard it. I don't know, but
Kira,
hopefully this will
You have heard
reduce.
no whispers from the holocron. You've only heard whispers from your key. So,
Oh,
They sound
key is
great.
separate
super
from I
weird.
forgot
Know
about the
that that's
key.
really strange, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, whispers. You were hearing whisper. Oh, dude,
Yeah, no, this thing wants to talk to us for sure.
this thing wants to talk to you. Because
I'm
that's
really glad that I don't do force stuff now.
that's really bad. Are you sure you're okay, like doing anything with this? Because I really feel like if you were hearing whispers, that's something that we should all be a little concerned about.
Yeah, we definitely should be concerned about this thing is incredibly dangerous, and we
Yeah.
absolutely should take every precaution to make sure no one is alone with this.
Yeah, and
That sounds perfect. Yeah.
that sounds
like,
fun.
always.
Yeah,
And because Kieran set up this force bubble, like just to start, like we can take first watch and the two of
Yeah.
us will be together and it'll be fine.
yeah.
We
you
will have
should
each other's
go.
backs.
You should go tell them to lock themselves in their rooms, especially you force people are clearly more sensitive. Dean started acting weird. You're
Well,
hearing things.
here's the thing.
We're both okay.
My
so-
theory is that weirdness happened when we split up, and I think we're
Wait.
probably better off all hanging out in the common room for this trip, because being alone is where it can try to get to us.
also,
Okay.
this counterspell, I imagine, takes some concentration.
Uh-huh.
Can you?
Yeah, I think I'm like sitting there, like levitating this thing and sort of eyes unfocused, trying to explain what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
So if somebody
Kieran,
could please
I
get.
mean, we don't all have to be like you and I can take first watch. Everyone's gonna have to sleep at some point. We're gonna have to take shifts.
I don't have to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, you're gonna need to sleep.
No, I
I
can meditate.
can see how hard this is
This is fine. I'm fine.
For now.
for now.
Master Shio doesn't know this technique. I can
Right.
maintain this, and I think it's better if we all camp out at a sleepover here in the common room.
Don't want to have a sleepover with Dean. She's
Yeah.
mean to me. And
She-
she was really, really bitchy earlier.
Okay,
I just feel like inviting more people. You've said this is a very dangerous thing. You have it contained right now. I feel like inviting more people around it just invites more possible dangers.
we
I
are
really think that we should just
we're stronger together. It wants to silo us off and separate us.
You do hear so the whispers have gotten louder to you and you only, and you do hear a very encouraging whisper, like you can do this. You have the power to
Oh
do
yeah, I
this.
know. I'm working that into it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're hearing 100% backing you up on your ability to do this on your own. Dian and Shio, are you ready? Have you all composed yourselves?
Oh wait, I had one last thing I wanted to add to
Okay.
Kira's comment. Like, Kira, I get that Dean hurt you, and I'm not going to tell you how to feel about her, but the influence coming off of this thing, I'm surprised she didn't stab someone. Like, this is horrible. And it's contained now, but it had to have affected her behavior. And I'm not going to excuse or tell you how to feel about her, but like, please take that into account, because this is...
And you want to invite her back out here to be
Yes.
around it some more?
Because togetherness is the one thing we have, and I can contain it. It
Well,
is
right now,
contained.
it seems like you're the only person containing it.
I know,
and
I can
everyone-
contain it, and we don't...
Okay.
Nobody should be by themselves right now.
I agree. We're better together. Is
Oh.
there a meeting scheduled that I wasn't aware of?
I'm just standing
Oh,
behind.
so
Shio,
none
like,
of us are allowed to. None of us are allowed to talk if it's not with you present. Good to know.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that there was a meeting. There was just a situation that we felt we had to deal with because Dean took the holocron and hid it away. And I think that that is extremely suspicious behavior. She read it earlier and then began immediately acting paranoid and
And then
concerned.
she started accusing me of stuff.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really happy with that either. I know we've had our differences and whatever, but like, I don't appreciate suddenly getting accused of going to the dark side because I don't like the way she talks to me.
Mm-hmm. And right now, everything is fine. Kieran is working real hard there to separate its influence from all of us. And I just feel like this is a really clearly a very powerful and dangerous artifact.
All
And
the more reason to bring it back to Bruldoon then.
Which is what we're doing. We are on our way back to Bruldoon. But I just feel like for the remainder of the trip, it's probably best to keep the Force people, that's you all, away from the, corruptive power of this thing. Because clearly it has a lot of influence.
Well-
and I think we should just keep it separated.
Master Shio, Trash and I disagree on this point. And again, he's like sort of distracted. I think, his eyes are closed and he just has it floating, and it's sort of... I have it contained in a shell of the Force. That technique I've been working on. Hopefully, we're feeling less influence, but it's my opinion that we would be better off to spend the rest of the journey together and not let us be influenced separately. But I can hold this, at least until we get to Breldoon.
Can I do a read on him? I want to see how well he's holding it.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
holding it 12 good.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
good. Dean's gonna straight up like lean around the corner of Shio and go, "Are you going to be okay though?"
You can aid if you want.
To me?
Yeah,
Oh.
she's talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been practicing this technique. It's something I've been working on to protect people from dangerous artifacts, and I think it's working.
Yeah, please aid, because I have a 6.
Okay. Rolling weird.
Yep.
I thought aid was like our threads.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
threads.
Tangles, yeah.
Is it?
Or tangles, yeah.
Or yeah, tangles, sorry.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, the number of
I-
tingles.
Actually haven't aided yet, so I don't know how to do this.
Provide aid, so it's you roll. I sometimes with the Force stuff I make y'all roll weird, but
Okay.
it's the tangle you have to
The number of tangles, yeah.
number of tangles you have to Shio, which
Then it's 1.
yeah, I was like you definitely at least have one after a couple
Mhm.
episodes ago.
Yeah. Dang it, because I rolled a 10.
Hey, no, that's good because you can do one of two things now. On a 10 plus, you gain a thread, and you add a +1 to his roll. So that's what, a 7 now for?
Yes,
Shio?
it'll be a 7.
All right.
Oh,
He's
and I
doing
gain a thread. Okay.
You're feeling okay about it. Like you get a sense that he's doing pretty good. But if maybe he were to do this for too long, like if you get a sense that if he were to do this the whole night while everybody's sleeping, there's a risk. But right now, he seems like he's doing okay. He's pretty good at this. Like, proud Jedi Master.
I am. You're doing very well, Kieran. But I don't know how feasible it is to keep this going through the entire trip. But keep it up for now, and we will find a better solution here. But you are doing well.
Thank you, Master Shio.
Now, I'm very confused about why you feel that Dian's exposure to the holocron caused her to become untrustworthy when, and I mean no offense, I'm just purely stating facts.
Anytime anyone says that, it's always followed by something super offensive.
Yeah.
Like usually, like in my case at least, it's about how Mandalorians don't take off their helmets because we're super ugly or something. It's like, I'm just saying.
I am simply pointing out that you two spent more time with the holocron than Dian did.
She's also force sensitive and all forcey.
So were
and
you, Trash.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, a little. I don't really use it. I haven't practiced. You know.
It doesn't go away. It may become weaker, but it's always there.
I mean,
it's pretty
you're the
weak.
one who always like makes it sound like Trash can't do anything with the Force, so it kind of feels like it does go away.
And I really can't. Like, listen, it's not about that. It's just like, I see what you're saying, but we found it. We brought it to the group immediately. We had a discussion about what to do with it. We decided on what to do. And then Dian took it upon herself to take it and hide it. Those
in
are the
her
facts.
room too.
Well-
it's not like she was like, "Oh, I'll lock it up and keep it safe." She
somewhere,
decided to make it her own personal treasure, which seems a lot more suspicious than like the fact that you don't believe that Trash and I could have gotten it and brought it back to you without needing you to come save us.
Yeah.
Dian just like reaches up and grabs the back of Shio's jacket with a tiny little fist and then lets go, but she's just silent.
Yep. A few things on what you just said. We hadn't decided what to do with the holocron. You were pulled away by RB. So the discussion was never closed.
Okay.
Secondly, she made me aware of what she had done with the holocron.
Oh.
So it wasn't like she had taken it and hold it away from everybody else.
Oh.
Did she
but-
volunteer that information, or did you have to ask her where it went?
And so the two of you were in that together, having made a decision about what to do with the holocron then.
Not at all. I hadn't seen either of you.
In the
You-
3
you-
seconds since we had left the room. Yeah.
You left
totally.
the room. Crash went to go check on what RB was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I went to bed. I've had a long day.
Okay.
So
well,
forgive me for not
fine.
dictating every action.
Yeah,
Well,
comms totally aren't a thing. You're right.
Yeah. There was no way for you to have told us. There was no way for Dian to have told us. You know.
I didn't tell you because I was afraid it was going to influence you.
Oh, and there it goes.
There we are. So Dian again.
Is it not?
Just
Are
confirmed.
you not
no,
feeling the dark side at all?
not at all.
No.
Because
Kieran
I felt it.
has it.
Kira, I
so
felt it
now
on
you're
you.
saying you don't trust that Kieran has it actually contained.
No, I
Because
said
he
nothing
has
of the
it
sort.
contained, and I believe that
I
my brother
trust
has the
that.
power to do this.
He has it
Yes.
contained now, but it wasn't
Yes.
contained when we brought it aboard the ship.
Why are you
Also,
putting words in my mouth?
on the
Well, you
planet,
just said
both
that-
of you
I
were
said nothing
exposed
about
to
the
the
virus
dark
feeling
side.
We
Both of
were
you
all
succumb-
exposed to the dark side on
yeah.
the planet.
Yes, and the two of you succumbed to it.
How did we succumb to it?
I turned away
We all
from
turned
my
away.
vision.
We
Just because I
achieved our
didn't
goal.
do it as fast as other people did doesn't mean I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And
Kira-
I resent the implication that I abandoned my brother when he called out to me.
None of us said that. Why are you hearing this? Where are you hearing this?
Kira, succumbing is not a sign of weakness. It is a dark presence, a very persuasive and pervasive presence. Greater warriors than either of us have fallen to it. It's not a sign of weakness.
You
The fact that you
are
faced it,
literally holding it up as one right now.
I am simply saying that being exposed to it means you could have been exposed to it again.
And yes, we all know that once you get over it once, you're over it forever. So you could never be exposed to it again, and you could never succumb later. That's absolutely how it works. Okay, I understand now.
I'm merely saying that once you succumb once, it is easier to succumb a second time.
Fair, but again, we didn't succumb. We're all here. We're all just figuring this out. I'm just saying.
Well, clearly you two trust Kieran as the voice of reason here, so I say we take his suggestion and we all camp out with it until we reach Brildoon.
Fine.
Fine.
Fine. All of us.
Yep.
You said that before. Repeating yourself is a sign of senility.
Dean just does another grab and then let's go.
Well, I've had to treat myself when pupils don't listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Kieran seems to be listening just fine.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Kieran.
You only have the
And
one
I don't
pupil
see other
here.
pupils here.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just a reminder, we're not your pupils. Just putting it out there. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone, just sit down. Let's just sit down. We'll just hang out.
Oh, this is so hard. It's like my sister and my Jedi Master. I'm like, just being quiet for now.
Kieran, know that I love you, I support you, and I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
I
You're
believe
doing
that
great.
you can do this.
So I guess the two of you two Force people, like he's got it locked up. You're not feeling whatever dark side. And I also would like you to note, just to put it out there, no one sensed any dark side coming from me. So I don't understand why I keep getting tarred with that brush.
Neither of us have taken the time to sit down with you. And I'm sorry about
Which is pretty clear.
Oh,
That's pretty clear that
wow.
you haven't. It's pretty clear that you haven't taken some time.
But you made a lot of judgments.
Yeah, and I'm
up to then.
saying sorry for that now, but I did feel it coming off of Kieran.
Well, we'll just sit down here. We're all good.
We've all been exposed to it. Have you taken the time to scan yourself and make sure there's no residue of the dark side from the planet that came with us?
Don't pretend that you care about me right now.
That is a good idea, Kira.
Listen.
Perhaps we should all sit and see what kind of residue has followed us from the planet.
Master Shio, be quiet. We have done nothing but argue and bicker since getting here. All of us have been affected. All of us are angry and biting at each other who were friends. We are friends.
Were we?
You never would have asked that question last week.
Ask your sister. Ask Trash. Were we friends?
I am
because I don't know anymore.
I'm not asking. I know for a fact that we were friends. Now, can we please just... This is difficult to maintain, and I need to maintain concentration, so if we could just sit here quietly, I would be grateful.
Sure.
I'm going to come sit down next to you and take your hand. Just lending my support.
Gonna sit down and very studiously study my phone.
I'm going to sit on his other side with a hand on his shoulder, giving him any amount of force energy I can muster to help maintain this. Which probably isn't a lot, but it's something.
And Dian lingers awkwardly in the doorway. She's going to try and find a spot equidistant so she doesn't, upset either camp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I planned for the session to go a completely different way, and this is amazing.
Passive aggressive family feuds are so much fun.
character, I'm very excited to say that I have acquired my first dark side point based on some things that were happening in the background here.
Nope.
Nice.
I'm not worried at all.
I'm really
Kieran, just
excited
know.
that it manifested in me telling my master to shut up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Best time ever.
Sorry,
Best
Joey.
time ever.
I love it. I am
Wait.
here for it.
Am I the only one with a light side point right now?
Yes.
Oh, do we have?
But
do we get
I'm
light side
flat.
points?
I'm flat. Like
Light side
I'm.
points are a thing. What?
I was cleansed of my dark side, but I.
You cleared, yeah, you cleared yourself. You cleansed yourself. Yeah. You're the only one
So-
who actually named it.
You put the panicky little baby? No. Oh. No, no.
I'm just saying. I still think it's a miracle I got a dark side point to begin with.
I mean,
Like-
you get another one after that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This feels
There's no
pretty
dark
to
side.
me. I don't know what-
The force is nothing to me.
Love it.
Oh boy.
Sometimes.
All
Only
right,
Kieran
so-
and my teenager angst
Yeah,
matters.
and as Dark Lord Canada, Dork Lord, not Dark Lord. Dark,
He's
well now
Dark Lord
Dark Lord
Canada
Canada.
now.
Passive aggressive slumber party.
Yay.
Oh boy.
Alright, so are you all just hanging out, passive
Yep.
aggressively staring at each other until you
Yes.
reach Pearl Doom?
I'm meditating.
I
I
think
wanna
so.
stare at
Yeah.
I'm
Go ahead, Trash.
I'm kind of waiting for everyone's attention to lag, because I think I want to do something crazy.
All right, do something crazy. But before you do something crazy, because I want it to happen. I just want to know what everyone else is doing.
I want. Yeah, it's gonna be bad because I'm really shitty at rolling right now. But I want to try to confirm Dean's suspicions about Kira through the Force. I want to see if I can pick up that dark side energy and see if I can pinpoint where it may be coming from. Because hopefully she's wrong and it was just residue from the holocron and not actually coming from Kira.
Is Karen like a little electrical conduit between you two?
He might be. Let's see.
Or it's a hindrance. Depends.
Yeah, Kieran.
Well, yeah, because now just as background noise for this, not that Kieran is consciously aware of this, but his subconscious would be, and why aren't you checking DN for her influences?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You might,
Like you said you were going to?
Yeah.
if you're trying, yeah. So he's actually a hindrance to you. In this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Get out
fair.
of an airlock because
No one's
All right.
going in that
Getting
airlock.
even in an airlock.
This
yeah.
is this judgment or weird?
Do you? It's weird.
Okay. That is an 8. I got an 8. I did it.
So you do feel a weird animosity coming off, like almost a protective, not an animosity, but like a definite protective nature coming off of Kieran as you try to do this. So it's not super clear, but yes, there is some dark side, something coming off of Kira. Dean did feel it. It is there, but you can't figure out where it is. But it's definitely strong. So you get that it's not just residue.
And I really pressing my luck with this. And I try to direct Kieran's attention, since we are all three connected physically, to be like, hey, I get it, but also, hi, this is a red flag. Do you see the red flag?
I love how you don't sense the red flag coming off of Kieran while you're doing this.
Yeah,
It
you
makes me
don't.
very happy.
It's a big success. If you've gotten like a 13 or a 12, you would have felt that too. Kieran, so you roll your roll.
Okay,
Me?
another weird.
Yep.
Also, I just realized I got my 5th thread, so I'm trying to figure out what advancement I'm going to take.
All right, that is a 10.
All right, Kieran, I'm gonna let you contest this. You can roll to contest it, because you're trying to maintain your concentration, and this may break it. Or you can just take another dark side point and completely deny him.
Okay, so what is he trying to do?
He's trying to sense the dark side that's coming off of you.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm
Oh.
trying to direct his attention to the dark side in Kira.
Yeah. So he's trying to move your attention off of the holocron.
He's trying to distract you by turning you against me.
That's
because why would people who couldn't use the Force ever be on the same level as Force users?
So the holocron is very much trying to keep your attention, and it's very much feeding you. You don't need him. You're stronger than him.
yeah.
You can do this on your own, and so you can take a dark side point and completely ignore him, or you can roll to contest it and see what happens.
I think I'm gonna roll because I'm not far enough down the hill to just chalk up another dark yet. Okay, so to roll weird.
Yes.
Okay.
You got a 10, right?
I got a 10, yeah.
I got this many. With my +2.
Oh, the Force is kind.
Yeah, so you're for a brief second, your attention is diverted from, this is actually bad in a way. Your attention is diverted from the holocron to Kira to sense that there is a dark side coming off of her. And for that second, the holocron is not protected. Trash, what crazy thing are you doing?
I would like to open the holocron.
Go for it.
What'd you say?
I would like to open the holocron.
So here's how you can do this. There's 2 ways you're gonna do this, all right? You can take 2 dark side points and just open it in this. You see that his concentration is distracted. You open that shit right then and there, or you roll weird and see how successful you are.
I'm gonna roll weird, because if I take 2 dark side points, that's 5 dark side points, and this trip gets real apocalyptic real quick.
Then you get a dark advancement, though.
Then,
There's
right?
an airlock somewhere, and someone might be going out of it. I hope it's none of us. It might be the droid.
Thank you for joining our Among Us stream.
Who's the imposter? You shove the holocron in the droid, and you shoot the droid out into space. Is all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is Ian was the imposter by being the good guy.
Oh, it's true.
But I trust Ian. I trust her.
So I'm rolling weird on this one.
I just came here for friendship, and I'm feeling so attacked right now.
How good is your friendship if it constantly involves you telling people how much better you are than they are?
I'm just trying to make you better people.
No.
I can fix you.
She hasn't said that she's better than anyone.
No, she hasn't. The dark side has said this.
That's what the dark side's saying, and I got a 7.
Got a 7? All right, how do I want to?
Is this something my key could aid him with?
Yes.
Are you the key master?
I feel like we should keep.
There is no data. Only Kira.
You do. Yes, it can. Because with the key, you are able to tap into the Force. So if you wanted to provide aid, because when this happens, the key, when he's doing this, you can feel the key give you that shock again, that pulse of, but now it doesn't hurt anymore. It's almost like it's a warm feeling.
It's fuzzy. I like it.
So yeah, if you want it, so when you feel that, and it's almost like it's beckoning you to just meditate, concentrate for a second.
I mean, I feel like I'm at the point where it's not like anyone here actually believes me or believes in anything I can do. So I've got Kieran, and Kieran's got me, and I'll do whatever it takes to protect him.
So you're gonna provide aid.
from the judgy assholes.
Oh boy. Ooh.
Good thing you haven't been affected by the holocron at all.
Right?
Nope, not at all.
I can't hear the holocron.
She can only hear the key that's in her pocket.
Sure, definitely not affected by that either.
Nope.
Nope.
Is that a key in your pocket? Or are you angry to see me?
I don't know her. Darkseid, who?
I don't know her.
I don't know.
I don't know her.
I rolled a 10.
Oh no.
You provide a +1,
That makes it an 8.
which, God, I really want to. There's no way I can reasonably story-wise without breaking the game. So you know what? That's an 8.
Damn it. I was hoping I don't know why I thought it would be
I
more.
was joking about the airlock, but
Well, okay.
I'm
You
kind of
can make
scared
it
right now.
more. You can make it more if you both give up the thread you get from providing aid.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that.
Oh yeah.
All right. So now it's a 10 because you
Yep.
both give that up.
Yep.
You open the holocron, and it
Right there. Let's
little-
find out.
Yeah.
I love that like we keep doing these things by meditating together, which is what I think we hate to do.
You know what? It feels like there should be 2 of us. You know? I'm just getting that sense.
I mean, in the end, like it's just the two of us,
All
and
right.
we can open it if we try.
Yeah.
So angry. I hate that I liked that. I hate that I liked that so much.
Take inspiration.
You see the corners of it twist, and it starts to pull apart. And Kieran, there's nothing you can do to stop this. You have been like, shit, my sister has the. What's going on?
Yeah. The
It's
mental
open.
image I have in my head is like I'm holding a water balloon and somebody else just popped it and I'm like, yeah.
So how do you react? Because it's floating up out of your hands now, opening, and coming towards trash. So what's your reaction to that?
Tackle it.
Good job.
That's using your Mando helmet.
Yep.
Get
That's,
her.
I mean that
Ray.
actually that's my I'm gonna tank it.
Roll to smite your enemies.
Okay. I'm
Can
not
I?
I'm not tackling trash.
No, you're not. Yes, it's a smite your enemy.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
trying to tackle
you're
the
not-
holocron.
You're not thinking with the force. You're thinking with physical harm.
Yeah.
Can I be doing something too?
Yeah. I mean, you all
Okay.
have like a second to try and stop this, but he has opened it. It's coming.
Well,
to him.
I wanted this whole time to have been meditating and trying to do the thing that I did before on the Sith planet, where I was trying to like funnel the light side and be a beacon. I want to aid if I can.
Yeah, aid. Try to like maybe. Yeah, just provide aid.
Well, I have an
I got
8.
2 points. I got 2 points for you.
Oh,
I have one for the twins as a whole, and I have one for Kieran. Actually, I have 2 for both of you. Oh, technically 3! Wait, because the group. Shoot, that would have been a 2 for Shio then. I have a 3 for you.
Well,
because I saw the group in a tangle. I have the twins because I showed you a Force Echo of Sabine, and
Mhm.
I helped you plan parties. Or you helped me
Yep.
plan
So yeah.
Well, that's not how many points
Well,
we
yeah,
give.
that-
Roll 2d6 plus those 3.
um,
So you have a better chance of succeeding on providing aid.
Hmm.
yeah. But a successful
Gotcha.
provide aid is still +1.
I did not understand it. Well, that was an 11, so
Nice.
All right.
You get a +8. You get a +1, and you get. And I will also give you both the option, if you want to expend your threads
Oh,
instead of taking them, you can get
get
more
the rest
points.
of the way. Yeah, okay, because that would put me at a 9, and so I will give up the thread if Deanne will. And
yeah, 100%.
okay, so
Yeah,
that takes my smite your enemies to 10,
All right.
which is funny to me. I don't know why.
You're tackling a holocron.
Tackling a
I
holocron.
can't.
As it opens.
I mean, I know I taught you to protect yourself, but like,
This
I
is
mean,
a
I-
very like Steve Rogers jumping on the grenade moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to
that's-
figure out.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm picturing in my mind.
All right, so pick your smite your enemies, because you're jumping
Okay.
on it. Now I'm trying to think of how this even.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna skip the exchange harm option. So yeah, I guess if I have 10, I have to pick 3. I don't know how to play this game. So I'll just pick the last 3, like gain an advantageous position, make an opening. I would like my allies to be able to get away. Not give trash the opening to grab it. But the opening I'm trying to make is everyone can get away from it and take something from your enemy, which is hopefully some of its influence. But I don't know. Feel free to interpret that however you like. Total GM
Okay,
fiat.
so you want to make an opening. You want to take the influence.
Mm-hmm. And
that's your wording.
And gain an advantageous position.
If he's going to take the influence, I also have Epic Shield and would like to help defend him against that influence.
Okay, let's. All right, trash. You open this holocron. It's coming at you.
Yes.
And you are going to get a snippet of knowledge from it. I will send you whatever that is after the game. But you are going to get a snippet of knowledge, and you are going to take an advance.
Ooh.
Oh, a dark advance.
A dark advance.
Nice. So do I get another dark side point?
Yes, because you opened it. But before you can finish looking into it and getting anything, Kieran is going to physically tackle it. And suddenly your connection to it is going to be cut off. It's like feeding knowledge to you, and then like it gets cut off. Kieran. I'm like picturing how holocrons open, so I'm trying to think of like how this even works. You jump on it. You get harm. You're gonna get 1 harm for that.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a pointy triangular pyramid.
Yeah, I assume bypassing armor.
It just hurts. It's not fun. Like, because you're wearing armor, you're not getting more harm.
Oh, okay.
If you were not wearing armor, it would be a lot more harm.
Sure, yeah.
And you are jumping like right into dark side force power. So yes, the influence is going to start going to you because it's like, ooh, Jedi.
Yeah. That's all right. I can hold it. I've already established that I understand this thing better than anyone else.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, I believe in you, bro. You can totally do it.
You're so having a parent-teacher conference.
What's your move, Shio?
It's not a move. It's one of my gifts. It's my Divine Shield, which I think we established. It'll let me help deflect attacks from other people or against other people. If you don't want me to do that, I do have an actual move called Practical Tactical Brilliance.
No.
Let me do a similar thing.
The shield is fine. I'm just trying to. So yeah, bend fate with your gift.
Okay.
Because this is not easy.
I'm gonna roll these dice. Come on, boys.
This will decide how much influence Kieran.
That is a 7.
7.
Oh, bend fate. It's an 8. I'm sorry, I forgot the +1 weird.
That's fine. 7 to 9, you can choose 1 boon and 1 bane.
Okay.
So
let me go to that sheet. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have my gift do something beyond what its normal limits are.
Okay.
And the bane. That's really tempting, but I think some bad shit's already found us, so I'm gonna ignore that one for now.
I mean, honestly, it would make sense here.
Oh, well.
We have thrown up the beacon of like, bad shit here.
Hello.
I'm fine.
That's a
Here we
good point.
are. Hello.
That is a good point. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Something bad finds me.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So this is beyond its normal limits. So for a second, Kieran, you feel yourself almost slipping away because you're jumping straight into dark side energy.
Mm,
And you're trying to take the influence and stop it from influencing your
yeah,
friend.
contain it. Yeah.
So for a second, you almost feel like you feel all of the power of the dark side. You see why it is the way it is.
You mean why it's better?
Yeah. Yeah. You feel why it's better. Doggos.
The power of the dark side.
The dog side. Power of the dog
The
side.
dog side.
The dog side
So
compels
much
you.
love. Hello.
Oh, floofs.
No, I'm getting a lot more kisses than I expected.
Puppers.
Aw.
My baby girl, I love you so much. This is Luna. But yeah, so are you sitting? You feel the power coursing through your veins. You feel everything. You see. You're also going to gain a snippet from this. But once again, I will message you about that afterwards.
Okay.
Because I haven't had a second to really decipher what you're getting.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh boy.
So
Who
good.
expected us to open it?
Uh, so, but then it's a shield comes up around you and you're back to yourself.
Okay.
You're back to normal, but you feel something in the back of your head. God damn, it's such a strong. No one's shut it, so now.
Oh well, yeah. Now yeah. That was my follow-up move. I didn't think I could do that all in one go.
No, but you're being prevented by the shield that's being put around you.
from the shield prevents you from.
Oh,
closing
I
it.
can't interact with it because of the shield.
You've been shielded from it. You
Okay.
basically, the way I'm going to put this narratively is that you basically use all of your a lot of force energy to shield him.
Mm-hmm.
Which would have normally given you a light side point, but because you had to take a bane and something bad is going to happen, you almost. God, stop taking out all the dark side energy, people. The holocron then fluxes its energy back at you because
Yeah.
you've taken. So now I need you.
Mm-hmm.
There's this. Okay, this is a choice for you as Shio.
Yeah.
You can roll. See. It's not. Y'all, we weren't supposed to open this thing. You were supposed to take it back to Broldoon, and we were supposed to go to Ilum.
I was trying.
Listen.
Hi, I'm trash. What did
Yeah,
you
like,
think
also,
was gonna happen?
out of character.
Technically, if they had just let us keep it, we could have gone to Ilum.
Yeah.
Also, out of character, none of us believe we're actually heading back to Broldoon, right? Like, we all know Trash set a course somewhere else. Okay.
I know we're trashed at the course. I know we're
Oh, that actually hadn't occurred to me.
Are we
I
heading
said
back
the-
to Moravan? What's
I
happening?
set the course for Breldoon. I 100% set a
At like
course
-2
for
speed?
It might be the scenic route.
Uh-huh.
It just
I
takes
mean,
us some time.
if people had just let us have our way for once, it wouldn't always have to be the hard way.
It's the other puppers.
Other pupper.
Ah, so cute.
Oh, that's the dark pupper.
He's a good boy, though. He's so sweet.
You have a dark pupper and a light pupper.
I do, and he's the sweet one, and she's the ferocious one.
That's fun.
They're both sweet, but okay. What am I gonna make you do here? It's an open Sith holocron. The energy has deflected back at you. You are going to have to try and resist it.
So
But I am going to give Dean a chance to spend her light side point and try her best.
Did you see my message?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. So,
I'm gonna do a stupid thing now. It's my turn.
yes, it is. So, god damn it, everybody.
We're doing stupid things because we love each other.
Yep.
Oh,
So, Shio, you
Mostly.
feel yourself being pulled to the dark.
Mhm.
Also, and now Dian is gonna try her ascendancy move.
Ah,
Oh, I forgot about ascendance moves.
Yup.
me too.
I'm gonna steal one. I'm going to steal the Reaper's ascendancy move. So I'm impervious to harm, and I'm gonna go through the battlefield or whatever's happening, and I'm gonna shut that hologram.
I will say you have to spend your light side point doing this.
Okay. If I gotta do it, I gotta do it.
Nice.
But yeah, so do the move. Do the
Okay.
move.
Okay. I think what I'm going to take as my permanent consequence, my harm is going to become 6 boxes.
Oh jeez. Okay.
Oh, boy.
It's worth it.
All right. So yeah, you are going to cross the battlefield, spend your lights, and use the power of the light. Shut this holocron finally.
I want to shut it up too. If I'm gonna use my ascendancy move, it's gotta be worth it. At
Yeah,
least for
Yeah,
now.
you tap into something. You're not sure what. You've never felt this powerful before, but it's definitely good power. It's a good.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes. It's you tap in and it's like a light, like a warm light is inside of you. You feel lighter, you feel good. You feel like you can do this and it will help your friends. And you walk across and you shut it and are able to disable it. You don't know for how long. You get the feeling that this is a temporary thing.
I'll
And
take
then
it.
you pass out.
Okay.
Shio,
Yeah.
roll metal.
Oh no. What's my medal?
Mine is
Oh,
bad.
my medal's a 0. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
It's just
That's a
gonna-
10. That's a 10. A 6 and a 4 is a 10.
Hilarious.
All right.
You're my good boys. You're the good boy dice.
You're only going to take 2 dark side points.
Oh, okay.
Only 2?
And you are also going to gain a weird bit of knowledge. But to be clear, Trash is the only one who's getting an advancement out of this.
Sure.
Opened it. But Kieran, I know for a fact you have now a weird connection to the holocron.
Me?
Yes.
Mm.
And Shio, you're going to gain some battle knowledge out of it. Because that's what you would be looking for, knowing you.
Yeah.
Little zappy lightning, maybe?
Wow. Wow.
It's possible. I'm going to give you some options on that one.
A little artichoke?
But you are going to get 2 dark side points because you were directly affected by all of it. I mean, if y'all hadn't done this way, Kieran or Shio could have you could have had unplayable characters after this.
This could have gone real
Sometimes you have to
bad.
roll up a new character. that happens.
A master has to protect his Padawan. It's fine.
I would have had to take over your character. Which is not what would have happened to Trash.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna, but you two take the full brunt of things. Yeah, that was a big damn hero move. Yeah, Shio, not Shio. Dian, you're also gonna get an advancement for that, because that was bad. But
Awesome.
she's passed out on the floor, and all of you are sitting around a disabled holocron
Oh,
and feeling some types of ways.
well, that's a bummer.
Um,
What was in it?
You got something from it.
I know. Wanted to see what else was in it. Okay, fine.
Honestly, it didn't seem that bad. I mean,
Right, because Kira's on her own tip.
As my unconscious body lies on the floor.
you ran straight into it. Kieran ran straight into it. Yeah. So like, I think you're just not as strong as Kieran.
Wow.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
But yeah,
She's got more light side points than him.
I mean, technically, we all have the same number of light side points now, which is 0.
Mm.
So no, you don't.
Oh man.
Oh, that was 2 in character. But yeah, I just don't see what the big deal was.
Wow. Well, I guess sort of now in the light of day, I'm like, oh, Dean's on the floor. Let's go put her back. Let's go put her in bed. That seems like a thing to do. At least, make sure she's not dead.
Gee, thanks.
Shouldn't we stay here until we get to Breldoon?
No.
I want to go sleep in a real bed.
Yeah, I think we should probably all just go to bed. I call...
I mean, you don't have to protect this thing anymore. It opened.
It's
We're all
opened,
fine. It's closed again.
We're not.
We're still all fine.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that's why. Let's go.
You
I'll
seem-
give it...
You seem fine.
I'm not.
Well, then
Yeah.
all the more reason for you to go to sleep, bro.
Yeah, go to sleep. Everyone go to sleep.
Hmm.
I'm going to go check on our arrival at Breldoon, and BD8 come here and take this thing and put it in, where to put it.
No, I'll guard it.
You sure? I was just going to have BD8 put it away so none of us are thinking about it.
Dude,
I mean,
no,
it seems
RB.
like RB,
RB,
should.
sorry.
RB is going to be the only one who literally can't be affected by it.
Exactly. Let RB knows the good hiding spots.
No, it's clearly too dangerous to be left alone. I am the only one here who seems to be able to get any kind of...
Okay,
Think-
stop. Okay. You don't need to... Fine, it's fine. Whatever, you want it, fine.
All right, well, we will make sure it gets safely to Breldoon, and we will figure out our next course of action when we're planet side.
Absolutely. I'm just going to go check and see. Seems like it's taking us a long time. That's weird. All right.
Are y'all putting you're putting Deanne in her bed, hopefully
Yeah.
giving her like a stim pack or something.
A nice cup
I'm
of tea.
putting Kieran in his bed.
Yep.
And I am getting a cup of calf and sitting but waiting, hand resting on lightsaber to protect my friends from the holocron.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's what
Mhm.
you're doing.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Okay.
All right. As you retire, Dean is out. You are out for the count because you took 6 harm, but they've made sure you got back to your bed. They've given you a stim pack, given you a nice cup of tea for when you wake up in a little thermos. Are you taking the faster route now too?
Yeah. I go and adjust the route so that we actually are going directly to Breldoon, which I'm sure will be there in like 2 minutes and should have been there like 4 hours ago.
All
It's so
right,
funny
yeah.
that never occurred to me.
Oh, see, I'm just happy we're actually still heading to Breldoon. I thought for sure we were heading to Moriband.
I got a message real early on that was, I'm taking the long way.
I just really take the long way. I thought about redirecting.
I'm just
it.
saying, every good show needs a bottle episode.
Yep. Yeah, that was good.
We're about
That was
to.
intense.
Ooh, boy.
But you all retire for the night. You're all getting ready to head to Breldoon. You're pretty much almost there now that he's redirected the ship.
Yep.
Kira, the key is pleased with your efforts today. And you feel kind of even more of a warmth off of it. Like you feel like you're really starting to bond with this. You will now have 2 dark side points after today. You should probably have more, but I won't bump you up that far.
I mean, I'm just saying I'm obviously like partially immune or something because I'm fine. And like
good.
obviously not being Force sensitive gives me some kind of immunity.
Sure, that's it.
That's what's happening. Yeah.
Because like I'm fine if a little bit annoyed by other people's superiority, but like y'all are all passing out and shit.
Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
Kira helps you get back to your room, and as you're resting after that, you feel this. There's an itch in the back of your head. You feel like if you could just have the holocron, you could re-enable it and restore your power. Because for some reason, you feel weaker.
Well,
once you've disabled it.
Here's the interesting thing. If size matters not, then distance probably doesn't either.
Are you
And
gonna try the thing?
maybe I can reference it in my dream.
Bitch, I did not pass out to not disable that. Try it. It's dead for now.
No, but that's,
Or are you gonna try to connect to it?
I think I'm having a dream about connected. Like, I don't know. I don't have an answer
Okay,
for
I think
that.
you're having a dream of Force Ghost in the corner of your room.
You
That's possible too.
have a dream about it. You do have a strange dream about it, and for just a brief second, it glows in your presence, Shio. It's almost like a trick of the eye, though. Like, you could have missed it completely. You're like, you're not sure if you're just
Wait.
tired or if it really happened.
Shio does or Kieran does?
Shio does.
Because
Kieran having a
I'm
dream.
staying
Yeah,
up to
she is
guard
sitting
it.
with it.
Right.
For like
At
a
that
second,
point, if I think I see it, I unhook my lightsaber from my belt and just put it on the table.
like, bitch, you better not. All right, yeah. So that is where we will end the session.
I'm in danger.
That was great.
Sorry, everybody.
Wow.
Wow.
That was the
Nervous
worst
at all?
heel turn
Me?
I've ever
Having a
done.
panic attack? No, it's gonna be fine.
Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything is coming up, Kira.
I mean,
You mean
as far as
Kira?
Kira.
Kira.
Oh boy.
really, you're feeling great. Like, you have this weird little bond. You have a warm bond with your key. You're feeling more powerful than ever. Like, you feel very energized.
Just be careful,
like
because
to
one good
think
turn
that-
deserves another.
Like everybody goes, like I get Kieran put to bed and I go into my quarters and like I start like choreographing a new dance blaster routine. Like a dance/blaster. Dance blaster sounds more like a DDR situation.
I'm interested in both, so
Yeah,
I don't.
this is all this is good.
I'm picturing it like instead of a whip dance, it's whip blasters.
Ooh. I
I
like
like
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is the end of the session. Let's
no,
go around.
We've driven Dork Lord Canada to drink.
You've driven
This
me
is
to
what did
drink.
it.
It's noon. It's time for a tequila.
Mhm.
Hey, yes.
It's always time for a cocktail.
I mean, I'm just like, bravo,
mean-
y'all, and your roleplay skills. I was,
Oh, that was really fun.
That was great.
That was so tense and horrible.
I loved it so much. It was awful. Please give me more.
Yep.
Please hurt me more.
Yeah.
I want to cry.
Oh, you were so close. Like I was like, oh my god, Deanne is gonna. If Deanne cries, I'm gonna cry.
Did? I'm not gonna lie, I almost did.
I was like impressed.
She's like watching all of her friends kind of slip away, and she's like, no. But she can't do anything.
I'm not slipping away. I'm fine.
Can't do anything. Oh,
We're fine.
Sure.
And you know what? It will always be fine because we have each other.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Don't say that.
Oh no.
Clearly, I am the only one who can save all of you. I've had to do it twice now, so clearly it's all me. And if I fail, the rest of you fall.
Sorry. Who used their ascendancy mode? I think it was me. Who became a beacon of light for you in that giant battle? I think it was me.
I don't remember that. I remember succeeding in the battle, and I remember saving Kieran from the dark forces inside the holocron, and then staying up all night to guard it. So that's what I remember.
Sure, this is a Wendy's. Get out.
It's okay. Shio stays up all night to get lucky.
Oh no.
All
I need
right.
to go take a nap.
Yes. All right.
I have got to pee. I've had to pee for an hour, but
Yeah,
I didn't
same.
get up and miss anything.
Oh no.
I know. I didn't want to step
Jason,
away. Let's
Who
say our
are
goodbyes.
you? Tell us who you are, what you do.
Who?
I think
Jason.
Oh, me. Hi. Hello. I'm Jason. The channel is It's Probably Okay. You can find me on Twitter there as well. Sundays, I've been streaming XCOM lately, basically permadeath mode, legendary difficulty, Iron Man mode. It's crazy and really fun. And I die a bunch. Same with Wednesdays, I do No Man's Sky permadeath mode. And Fridays are very chill No Man's Sky, not permadeath, just chilling and relaxing. Blythe joined me on the stream yesterday. Normally there with Sam DeLev as well, doing the 2-player screen setup, which is pretty fun. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm up to. You can find me, find all my stuff on Twitter. That's the main thing to do. Thanks.
All right. Pooja.
Hello, I'm Pooja. You can find me on Twitter at LADaisyGirl. That's LADESI girl, and pretty much everywhere else is Forgotten Saves. I also roleplay with the Happy Jacks RPG group and the podcast 12-Sided Stories.
Jay.
Hi, y'all. You can find me on the Twitters and the socials and the things like that at Jay Holtham. And you can also find me at 12-Sided Stories and sometimes on Happy Jacks.
Joey.
Hey guys, I'm Joey Nestra. You can find me on all the socials at Joey Nestra. Currently, this is the only thing I'm streaming, but if you go back and check Jack's backlog, I'm there a lot. Also, have previously played with Games You Never Play, and hopefully streaming with more either Happy Jacks or them or new groups in the coming year. So keep your eyes tuned. Keep your eyes tuned. That's what you do. Someone else talk. I give up.
Tune the eyeballs.
All right, Rachel.
How I do it. Hi, I'm Rachel Seeley, and I'm in danger. I am in a cyberpunk show on Fort Nerd. It's gonna be coming out eventually. I'm here. I'm also on Twitch sometimes as Sunny Seeley. My PC's dead, so we're not streaming the typical things right now, sadly. Boo-hoo. Also, Girls Guts Glory, our Wizards of the Coast affiliated D&D show. It's back for season 2, baby, and we're in the middle of recording, so stay tuned. We'll be showing that soon. Oh my god. I gotta go cry.
Great. It's amazing and
Thank
has some
you.
of the most amazing women role players I know, and they're great.
And a female DM! Come at me!
It's
Is that
amazing.
even legal? Is that allowed?
No, it's not allowed. I am very much illegal. If you could keep it hush hush, I would very much appreciate it.
Got it.
I think it is in Europe.
That's why I
Ah,
don't
Places in France.
it's like
Yeah.
an Amsterdam thing.
Yeah, that's an Amsterdam thing. Those hippies. Hippie Europeans.
No, it's why I don't DM, I GM. It's a very good legal difference. I have been your GM, Blythe Kala. Wow, y'all, I did not expect this to go here. This is not what I had planned. I was like, we're gonna go to Ilum, we're gonna do some fun lightsaber building. This is gonna be a really lighthearted session.
That's all I wanted.
That's not what happened. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see our VODs, go to Probably Okay Games on YouTube. You saw this and you were like, how did they get here? you should go back and watch the VODs and see the fun romp that it has been to get to this seriousness. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube at BlytheKala93. It's a lot about Star Wars, so if you follow me, just expect a lot of Star Wars and probably more Star Wars art, but now I am no longer relegated to Mandalorian art. I can draw whatever I want. I'm very excited. I think I'm gonna draw my boy Luke.
You mean this
From
one?
Return of the Jedi, because he's the hottest one.
This
Yeah,
one? Yes, he is. Can I mention? I'm wearing a little necklace with Tatooine on it. It's got the 2 suns and everything. And for someone who was mentioning it earlier, I also appreciate that ship name. I'm wearing a Dio shirt. You can't see it. It's
Oh.
Dio!
Dio.
'Cause I love Dio.
Oh,
Ronnie
Oh my
James
God,
Dio.
Ronnie James Dio! I have the Tiger Man. Oh, it's one of my
So
favorites.
metal.
I got really excited that that was a ship name, and I appreciate it.
It's also a name of
Dio,
a Star Wars
nice.
droid.
Yep.
mhm.
Yeah, also
Oh my
metal.
God.
Ah,
I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing an Ezra and Luke parallel because I realized I watch Rebels way too much, and I was like, oh my God, the moon's on the moon. There's twin moons on Lothal, and they're constantly setting, and there's lots of night themes. And then you go to the one episode with the twin suns. It's like the twin suns are rising, so Rebels leads into A New Hope, and yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of. I do too much watching of the Star Wars, probably. All right.
No.
impossible.
No such thing.
Don't know what you're talking
Inaccurate.
about.
Thank
These
you
are
so
lies.
much for tuning in. If you haven't watched The Mandalorian yet, that's a great follow-up to this. Go watch it so you don't get spoiled.
Mhm.
And you can end on a hopeful note.
Awesome. Yeah, and thank you everyone for tuning into the channel. I'm gonna set up our raid to go see my friend Octavia, who's playing No Man's Sky today. If you like No Man's Sky as much as I do, stick around for the raid. Let's activate that thing. I hope you could come and join us and give her a follow too. I know a bunch of people here have their own Twitch stuff too. So yeah, but anyway, follow everyone and say hi. And I think that's it for us today. So thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.